Rated M for mature.
Welcome to the Super Barley Brothers Show, where four fathers gather around and discuss a few of our passions: craft beer, video games, and other nerd culture items. Catch this bi-weekly show on YouTube or your favorite podcast app. I'm one of your hosts, Jerry, and around the table we'll have Scott, Ian, and John. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. This video podcast is for entertainment purposes only. We have no affiliation with any companies, individuals, or properties mentioned. Any trademarks or copyrights are utilized in fair use and belongs to the entity and is associated with.
Here we go!
Hey everybody, Jerry here. We had some audio-video sync issues that could not get fixed. We apologize about this, but appreciate your patience. We're hoping next episode will be better. If you're an audio-only listener, you will not have an issue. Thank you. Welcome to Super Barley Brothers, episode 47. And look who we have with us. Ian, how are you?
I'm okay. That was probably really loud. This is my first time on these new mics. I'm so sorry if I just blew out your ears.
You just clipped
Not
us.
Not really. Did I clip us?
You probably clipped us.
I don't know. I've got compression on.
All right. Well, it's a good thing you got compression on, because I'm probably going to need it.
Yeah, I've got your mic actually the lowest, I think.
Your gain's at 0. It's negative.
So all they're seeing is actually just me like... or they're picking me up on Scott's, which is...
You know, they probably wouldn't. It's just muted.
Yeah, right?
So how have you been, man?
I've been okay. Things are things.
Cool.
My car's been in and out of the shop twice since the last time we talked.
What'd you do?
Well, the first time
What'd you do? It's like you're accusing him of
I'm not
something.
accusing
What did you
him.
do to that poor car?
I don't blame him. It is a Chevy Aveo. If you look at it wrong, it will
And
break.
I've heard the problems that he's had with the car before, too.
Yeah.
So that's,
So the,
why I question.
What is it called? The thermometer housing? The thermostat? The thing that tells you if your car's overheating? The housing around that started getting wonky. So I was like, okay, well, the air conditioner fan is not working either. So let me go ahead and just get this in the shop while I'm on vacation. So I got it in there. Cost me about $1,000 to get it back out. 2 days later, I'm driving into work, and all of a sudden the car shudders, like violently. Like,
Oh, God.
And then I'm on 75. And it's like as I'm going along.
Oh, no.
So I'm like, okay, luckily I was still down by Best Buy,
Okay.
if you know where I'm talking. And I was able to exit and get back to my house. The car never stalled at any of the red
it
lights.
wanted to.
No, well, I don't know. So I got it home, and I thought, it's the timing belt, because it was one of the things that they told me on this list of stuff that needs to be done. I was like, well, that could possibly be it. I got into work and was talking with a guy and explained to him what was going on. And he's like, no, it's your spark plugs. Just replace your spark plugs. So I did that. And then the car wouldn't turn over.
Oh,
At all.
Were they gapped properly?
No, I did them right.
Okay.
I think. If I follow the YouTube video correctly, I did them right.
The power of the internet these days. We
I know.
couldn't do that when we were 16 learning.
So then I
We
called
had to
someone.
get those books from Pep Boys.
Yeah,
Chilton's books.
Chilton books. That's the one.
I've
yeah.
still got one from my old Saturn. Yes, I've still got it.
Well, who's going to buy it?
For posterity's sake.
I mean, you could always send it to like one of those mechanic schools.
Yeah, I
That's
could.
a history tome.
Saturns aren't even made anymore.
No.
Yeah, exactly. So I get it. I get a tow guy to come out to my house, and we jump start it, and it gets going. It idles up, but then it just slowly starts to gap idle out, like go.
Yeah.
It never stalled out. But he was able to test the alternator with the jump box that he had, so it wasn't that. So I went ahead and took it into the guys. And when I picked up my car the last time, I made a joke with him about how I was going to see him in a couple of weeks. And there I was in a couple of weeks walking through the door.
Oh, God.
So there's the guy, Pete, that works at this place. And I come walking in, and he hears the door open, and he comes walking in, and he's like, how's it? What happened? What's wrong? Shorten up the story, it turns out that the ignition coil in cylinder 2 went out.
Oh.
And the battery was fucked, like bad time. Like we knew that back at my house that the battery would have to be replaced.
Right.
Also, when we got it up on the tow truck, I'm gonna need 4 new wheels.
Oh, God. When it rains, it storms, right?
Yeah, know what? I'm thinking about totaling the vehicle. You didn't hear that.
As it was placed earlier, we can make things happen.
Well, let's not get into that conversation.
We won't.
So on that note, well, we're glad to have you back.
I'm glad to be back.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad to be back. I feel like talking like a radio guy with this mic.
You want the headphones? You get the full experience?
No, that's all right.
All right. Scott,
Don't you
what's up, man?
Speaking of YouTube videos, I used a YouTube video on how to fix a toilet.
really?
Yeah.
Why
Not
didn't I
eat
get a
Chipotle?
phone call?
Well, so we've been
I'm
having
sad.
for a long
He
time.
wanted to be the man of the house. Leave him alone.
That's
Yeah.
why I get called.
He wanted.
I did the
He
oh
wanted to
yeah.
provide.
I actually thought about calling you, but then I was like, I really don't know if our friendship has reached that level where I need you to see what's inside the toilet.
There's a possibility
So-
that you're going to have to reach elbow deep into my feces.
I know
There's
that,
got to be a problem here.
I know that we've grown up together since we were 5, but I still don't think we've hit that level yet. So, anyways, now we just had water that's been constantly running in the toilet in a couple of them in our house, and I know it's turned into plumbing talk, but realized that we just need to pretty much change out the flush valve, and so I'm like talking like I know what I'm doing now. And pretty much the flush valve and the water pump itself needed to be replaced, so I actually went to Lowe's, sorry.
Whoa.
And went to Lowe's,
Damn.
bought a $20 what I thought would be a quick and easy fix. Get home,
Never quick and
and
easy.
this is where I thought about calling you, because then I thought maybe you'll just loan me the tools. I don't need you to actually come over, because then I realized I don't really have a big tool set, because as you guys all know me, I'm not a tool guy. I don't do fixer-uppers. I don't work on cars. I don't try to do fixer-uppers or new improvements or whatever. I call a person, have them do it, and
You support small business.
exactly.
Nothing wrong with that. Keep it local.
So, pretty much, I realized that I did not have the right size socket wrench to undo the lug nut or whatever the hell it's called that's underneath that connects the toilet to the bowl. So I had to pull it off because I actually had to dismount the entire tank reservoir.
unit?
Yeah, because I had to remove the pump. So I start tearing this whole thing apart. I'm like, man, this is not too bad. I'm making good time. Installation usually is a lot quicker than the tear down. And then I forgot that that's the opposite, because when you watch HGTV and all these other shows, no, destruction is a lot easier than putting something back together.
Well, I left this out of my spark plug story.
Yeah, go ahead.
So one of the spark plugs, which I'm probably certain was cylinder 2, wouldn't go in straight.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm probably the reason why that coil is out, because I was sitting there with my wrench that's going at it.
So, I mean, I got it apart. Like I said, I had to go back to Lowe's. I ended up investing in a $60 large wrench or socket shed or something like that from Cobalt. Is Cobalt a good brand?
Very good.
Yeah,
brand.
you're good.
That was the only brand I saw, and I'm like,
Well, that's kind of their brand.
Yeah, that's
Well,
their-
then I thought I could just
Like
guess.
Ryobi.
And I thought, well, maybe I could just buy this single wrench and just
Just
hopefully
be
it
all
will be
set
the
with
right,
the right one.
Yeah, hopefully it'll be the right price. Well, then I saw the price of the damn single wrench was $20, and I'm like, okay, well, here's this big set, and I don't have to come back to the store, do a return, have to replace it, and try a different size. So I bought a $60 set. These things are huge. They're two-hander, so they're not bad. That's what she said. Right? Exactly. So I got home, and then I undid it and took it apart. Started putting stuff back together, and I started realizing I don't know what the hell I'm actually doing if I'm doing it right, because I didn't know that when you replace the toilet bowl right back on the toilet itself, it doesn't just slide in.
It's not a plug and play?
No. I wish it was.
It is not plug and play.
Because
I'm surprised no one went with the obvious sexual reference there when we all said slide in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like in
Oh, it
unison.
was right there.
Yeah.
so it
Did you
just,
use enough lube? Is
and
what
that's
I
why-
think Ian wanted
well,
to
then
get
I
at.
thought that I need to buy something like that because it was just a sponge.
I mean, it's a valid point.
I didn't know if there was like
KY
you talk
toilet.
About, well, you
I mean-
talk about like all this stuff, like the stuff that we had to buy for the CPU, little
The
liquid.
thermal paste?
Yeah,
Oh,
thermal
yeah.
paste and stuff like that. I'm like, well, maybe I had to buy something like that. Maybe it didn't tell me, and I was like, well, shit.
Toilet needs thermal
So it's
paste.
just sitting there idly, and I'm like, this isn't
Thermodyne.
gonna work. So then I go onto YouTube, and I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna try to type it, and I swear to God,
Did you finish
YouTube has a
watching?
video for everything.
Yes.
Love YouTube.
Well,
So
not,
I just
not everything, because some stuff is illegal to
Well,
be
yes,
posted
there
on.
are some things that
Trust me, I've tried.
You just have to look on the right servers.
You got, isn't that what Vimeo's for or something?
Wow.
No. Vimeo's is music videos.
Oh, I have no idea.
But then again, there's this music video by 30 Seconds to Mars where there's like total bondage and niptastic action going on.
Interesting.
That thing's recording, isn't it?
oh,
Yes,
yeah.
it is.
Oh, God damn it.
By Jared Leto? Is it his nipples? Jared Leto?
Well, Lieto, whatever.
And
I
Dallas
want to
Buyers
show
Club.
you all my
Dude.
precious
All right,
toys.
see, now
Oh my God!
We're getting off topic. See, it's already begun.
So the
We're
toilet.
gonna get to that.
Hey,
Don't
so-
touch
All
me.
right.
Finish your toilet.
So what
Anyways,
happened to the toilet?
so it's just sitting there idling, and I'm like, okay, what am I supposed to do? So I pull it up on YouTube.
Idling or rocking?
Yeah, I literally just start typing in how to fix, and then I put the brand, which
An idly
was
toilet.
Corky.
Corky?
Korky. It is
All right.
Corky.
I know. I know. I'm old.
We're
But
sponsored.
does anybody remember the TV show where the Down syndrome character's name was Corky?
Yes.
All right, I'm not that old.
No.
Go away.
All right.
We're not. That's
No,
too much
actually, I'm the first. I should, you know.
So yeah, Corky. So yeah, we're an official sponsor now since I've used our products. And
Corky, you're craptastic.
I play the video, and it literally is just a theme of a warehouse and a lady that's doing it with little to no problems. And I'm like, okay. So then she gets to the part, and she goes, apply force, but don't tighten too much. So I'm like, okay. So I applied force, and I start pushing, and I'm like, okay, it's going down. Okay. Finally, I think I get it to be settled, and then I take the three, I guess, nut or nails or whatever they're called, bolts.
Oh yeah.
And I start tightening them with the washer and the what is it called? A
Butterfly nut.
I swear I don't know these words. So, anyways, I tighten it to where I think I tighten it, and I connect all the pieces. Long story short, I turn on the water.
It's already a long story.
Well, and yes, it is. So I'll
And
make
it's
it
still
I'll
going,
quick.
too.
Yes, it is. And so the water started to flow up, and I'm like, sweet, this is good. I'm done. I lift up the lid, see the water's going. I'm like, okay, cool. Let's try a flush. So I flush, and it goes down, and it goes, and I'm like, all right, this is great. And so I go downstairs. I go, Jenny, I'm done. This is great.
And then the
Isn't
flood
this?
comes
Well, then I start joking with her. I'm like, isn't this the
like
man
from
you always
Jumanji?
wanted?
Is that what it is?
What?
Jumanji.
Oh God.
When the river starts coming down the
Yeah.
stairs. Yeah.
All
All
right,
right.
good call. Well, yes. So to get to that, so I go back upstairs, and I notice that the water or the floor is a little bit wet.
Oh no.
What? And so I go over, and I'm like, okay, yeah, there's just this rainfall.
Why?
I thought I
What?
tightened
No.
it.
Because he didn't
No,
seal
no, no.
everything.
See, here's the thing: is
It was
you
behind
don't leave it for like 10 minutes.
I know, and that's
You
worse.
sitting there. You sitting there.
So-
You tweet it. You Instagram it. Look what I did, motherfucker. And then when shit starts going wrong, you're like, okay, I'm already here. Great.
So-
honey, grab the mop.
Yeah, I almost spent the night in the toilet because I wanted to make sure it did
In the
not.
toilet?
Well, all right, in the bathroom. So I wanted to make sure it was sealed, and luckily it did. So yeah, that was my 2 weeks in. Also, I did play quite a bit of one game.
We're not there yet.
Just wait
I was
until
off
you-
this week with my son, which was good times.
Wait until you have to replace the entire toilet, and then you have to put new wax down.
Yeah, because if you fuck that up, you have to go buy another one.
Yes.
1-800-contractor.
Yeah, see,
1-800
I
gonna
think
do.
with a new
1-800
toilet,
Mexican.
Yeah,
I'm
I
right
think with a
here.
new toilet, I don't think I
I-
could go that far.
Me.
Whoa.
I'm the Mexican of the group. It's
Whoa.
okay.
Whoa.
Quit calling it out. John, how have you been?
Well, wait, we have to do you first. You're
Racist.
next.
You come to me afterwards. How you been?
Oh, all right, fine. I've been
me?
good. I haven't had to deal with what these guys have had to deal with.
Yeah.
So mine's going to be short. I've worked, I've gone home and played games, and I've drank.
Fuck you.
I'm sorry.
I hate you.
Thank you.
If it makes
Yeah.
you feel better, work has been absolute hell.
Oh, boo. Did you have to work today?
No.
Fuck you.
Hey, I said I'm sorry.
Find a new job.
I'm working on it. This is my jump-off point for my voiceover career. Call me.
I'm not going to lie. That would be some funny
You got
shit
a good
for the
mic
radio.
for it.
Yeah, I know.
How
Which
are you,
I'm
Jerry?
Yeah, Jerry, how are you?
Wow.
Apparently,
That's
all that ass.
He's for clear. Speak amongst yourselves.
So, when it rains, it pours. Murphy's Law. So the hole down in the guest bathroom is not covered under warranty. So I have to fix that pipe and put up new drywall and all of that on
Wait,
my
what
own.
happened?
Wait, what?
Oh, you guys haven't seen it.
You haven't seen it?
No.
There's a leak
No,
in
they
the
probably
Papa
haven't seen it.
bathroom. Yeah.
I used it.
Oh, no, that's fine.
Okay.
We've got somebody catching the leak.
Okay, well, there wasn't, there were no signs
You're-
that said,
you're-
don't urinate in this pot.
Your crap is going to land back on top of you.
No.
And
No.
then
If I'm going to shit, I'm going to double check and make sure the bathroom works right.
you go up to the upstairs ones. You don't do that downstairs.
You don't want that in your pipes going down. You want it quickly into the ground.
Anyways, the other thing we just found out is that the door to the balcony, you know how we have the horizontal siding and then the door frame is vertical? Yeah. Well, they didn't fill in because, the siding is at an angle and they didn't fill in those things right there around the door frame. So with enough rain, we've started noticing it
man.
collecting at the bottom of the wall.
Oops.
So I put in a warranty for that. We'll see what happens with that. But my wife went ahead and she knows a realtor, and they have contacts and stuff like that. So we've got contacts for plumbing and for contractor work for the
People
drywall.
know people.
And then I'm also going to have to rip up the carpet probably.
I swear we're going to get to video games, guys. We
Yeah,
really are.
this
We will.
is
We'll
is
have
how-
timestamps in the thing.
This is the
Yeah.
home improvement hour.
Yeah. But anyway, so being an adult is really fun.
yeah, and this is why we drink beer.
That's damn right.
I love
Other
it.
than that, doing good. I'm a glutton for punishment, so I decided to start studying for my PMP.
Didn't you just finish college?
Yes.
Okay, here's what I don't want to hear. A bunch of whiny-ass bullshit when it gets too much, right? You just finished. You were supposed to take a little bit of a break.
I did. A couple of weeks.
He doesn't understand the concept of time.
So this is Jerry's last podcast for another 6 months.
No. It's not going to be like that. It's not gonna
We'll be back online to our normal
Oh,
programming.
shut up. Other than that, I'm doing good. So that was the longest introduction I think we've ever
Yeah,
done.
sorry about that.
Get over it. There's a fast forward button if you don't like it. So let's talk about the beer we've been drinking.
Beer, 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 I'm going for a beer. Beer, 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 I'm gonna drink some beer. I like drinking beer. Lovely, lovely beer.
And we're back to Beer 30. What are we drinking? Who am I going to start with? Ian,
Okay.
what are you drinking?
I should have grabbed the can.
Oh, no.
It's right there,
No,
man.
I don't want to handle it. Those are for display purposes. So I am having a Shannon Brewing Company Fire Brewed Irish Red. I've never
Not
had
cold
this.
brew?
Well, no, it says Fire Brewed.
No, I'm kidding.
It says genuine, brewed all natural. Call me. It's interesting. I've never even heard of these guys before, and it was one of these things where I was on my way here tonight and was like, I need to get some beer. So I was like, a 6-pack of this will do, because these guys are probably going to have bombers that they're going to want to split, and I don't want to buy something that's not cold.
That's why we have a refrigerator downstairs.
No, yeah. What do you think of it? Or did you already say that?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
It's a generic red, but it's not as harsh. Like other reds feel kind of thick.
This is real light on the palate?
Yes.
Okay. An
So
easier
this-
mouthfeel.
Yeah. So this is a nice.
To the point of watery or just
No.
lighter?
No. I mean, there's plenty of flavor, but it's just not overbearing flavor.
It's not like having a stout while you're drinking a red.
Yeah.
Because you don't want a stout when you're drinking a red.
Damn it! I just saw the APV on this thing, and I was going to read it off real. Oh, it's a 5.5. So I mean, it's an easy
It's a session.
session type of thing. It's not bottled. It says brewed
No.
and bottled.
Yeah, Shannon only does cans, don't they?
Yeah, they're only
Well,
doing
they're
cans
from
on their
Keller,
own.
Texas.
Yep.
So if you're in their website is shannonbrewing.com. I would read this whole thing, but we kind of went a little long in the intro, so I don't want to take that much time. I strongly suggest if you like reds, give this one a shot because it's an easy drink. I mean, the guys here are all going to have one because there's still 5 cans on this thing, but
Getting crunk.
all the business, motherfucker.
We're going to get crunk on sessions.
What are you
I
drinking?
just noticed John has water over there.
I have
Did
water
you not
too.
grab water too?
Wow, no, I didn't.
Hey.
So I knew that.
I don't. have
Hey,
water.
you know what? Now that since I knew that you were going to be here tonight, I had to bring more than just one beer so that I could get through everything with you tonight.
How many
To
beers?
make sure that we're going to have a good time.
We had enough beers the
Why
last
do you make
time,
it sound
too.
like you aren't going to put your penis in my ass?
Man,
Whoa,
you know what?
Okay, I know we're rated M for mature, but come on now.
We have just taken this to
I guess
X-rated.
The thing I didn't say at the beginning was our podcast is a lot better if you drink with us.
Yes, please.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yeah, because then
And-
Jerry jokes are funny.
Yeah.
shut up. Well, that's true because the jokes that I listen to on the podcast
We're not funny.
No, but when you're drunk, they're funny.
Oh no, they were really hilarious.
I hate you.
When you drink.
I was driving into work. I couldn't be drinking. Well, I mean, I could have been drinking, but
Well, yeah.
I
I was
No.
going to go to work.
You could have gone
Anyway.
to FM.
What are you drinking?
What
So
are
yeah,
drinking?
what I brought and what I'm drinking right now is the Stone / Sierra Nevada Imperial IPA that was a collaboration brew between the two breweries. Sierra Nevada's in Colorado, or they're in also California.
No, I think they're out of California.
I didn't know there was an also California.
Well, I thought Sierra Nevada.
It's kinda
maybe
like
We're
an
trying to
also
get out
Anaheim.
in 6 states
Well,
now.
I thought
We're trying
maybe
to divide
Sierra
it.
Nevada, they might not be in Nevada in between. I don't know.
No, I think they're out of
They're not
California.
in Texas. That's all
Okay,
that
yeah,
matters.
they're not in Texas. Stone, we all know Stone. If you're
I
a
don't
craft
know
beer
Stone.
drinker, then yes, you're
Stone, man.
Stone.
Stone.
That's why
It's
they made it
good. I mean,
420.
it's not as great as the Enjoy Buys by any means, but it's still just an interesting brew.
It's
strong
got
on
a
the
good
hop
hop on it.
smell. Yeah,
Real good hop on it.
good hop smell. Little light on the hop taste. Not as dank, I think is what the word that they use.
Yeah.
Well, this definitely wouldn't be
Devastatingly
dank.
dank.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm trying. First home improvement talk, now beer talk. I'm trying to learn.
Hey, you're doing good.
The other beer that I brought that we've already drank that I know these two gentlemen right here,
Oh,
and
my
I'm pointing
God.
to Ian and Jerry, do not like, and that is from a new brewery that just opened up in the past week, probably 2 weeks. Collective Brewing out of
No,
Fort Worth, Texas.
they didn't just open. They've been open for a while.
So then why
We've
did
just
everybody
now-
make a big deal?
Because they've started bottling their product.
Oh, okay. So they were like a
They were
like a Velvet Hammer.
They were yes,
yeah,
they were
like
mostly
Pinnacle.
distribution.
Thank you.
Or
Pinnacle.
what is it? 3-band? 9-band?
Nine
Nine
What's
band.
the guys in Allen?
Nine band.
Right, 9-band. Yep. Okay,
Which,
so
by the way, we still need to go do that.
I've tried theirs.
yeah.
well, we need to go there.
Well, duh.
All
Well,
right.
you guys could go. Tell me
Wow.
how it is, because I work every Saturday.
All right.
I want your head bouncing back and forth.
God's gonna get dizzy.
All right.
So
But you don't work
this
that
is
late,
their petite golden sour. It is exactly what he just did. It is sweet tarts and shock tarts and all that tarty goodness, and it's just
Phenomenal.
John and I are just loving it. And like I was telling John before we got together tonight, I picked this up in the growler for him because all the bottles sold out. I'm all for locally picking up sours because I don't like to make the 4-hour trip as often as we need to replenish our Jester King love.
Well, you need to go get some funk metal for me.
Yeah, well, that will be when they bottle it next because that is nowhere near.
Is not ready
Oh,
yet.
that's fine.
Yeah.
This
But
time I'll
absolutely.
pay you instead of bringing
No.
you a bottle of...
Hey,
Hey,
that's
if
okay.
you come down to
I
4th
take
of
trades in
July
beer.
with us and help us out,
You know
can
what?
always
That
win.
might not be a bad little day thing.
Real
on the way
quick,
back or
while
something.
he's
Couple
off
days,
mumbling
couple
about
days.
something else. This tastes like
Yeah.
asparagus urine.
So asparagus urine. So I say bubblegum to an IPA that you bring back from what was it? Great Divide.
No, was it Great Divide?
I think it was.
Whichever.
anyways,
It was
I
like the
say
pool parties in the backyard. I
say
remember that.
bubblegum
Great-
flavor on one, and you say
Asparagus urine.
ass. Oh,
Asparagus urine.
There's no such thing as asparagus ass.
well, you know.
No, but there is
I
asparagus.
mean, it all depends on your IBS.
Exactly. And you and I both. The only other thing that I brought tonight that we're going to actually get to do
Don't
a
leave me
tasting
hanging.
of
He's
that we'll
so
talk
left.
about in a minute here is Bourbon County 2014 is what I brought. And I'm going to go ahead and pass it on to Jerry. Jerry, what did you bring up tonight, sir?
2015, Bourbon County. We're going to try that. So we got the 14 samples lined up here in a bit. Buddy Adam, friend of the group and avid listener, I'm hoping, got me because we did a post, or I did a post. I was like, hey, if you only had to have 3 breweries, what would it be? He got a little offended. I didn't put anything from West Coast on there.
Well, that's because you haven't had much from the West Coast.
Right, and that's what I told him. He's probably not offended, but, you know, he likes to bust my chops. So he got me a few. This one is from Seattle. Fremont Dark Star Oatmeal Stout.
Have another drink.
Because beer matters. This is actually pretty good. I definitely get the stout on the front end of the taste, and the oatmeal comes in the back end. But it's pretty decent. I'm enjoying it, and I'm going to probably feel it. It's 8%. Yeah.
No,
No,
you'll feel it.
you're not going to feel it.
No, he'll feel it.
Hey, shut
well,
up.
yeah, I guess
We
he will
wouldn't
feel it.
Hey,
He'll-
do you drink scotch?
yeah.
Okay, that's good.
No.
Fuck you.
So, real quick, I'm sorry, I'm side noting. Adam was the guy that was recently in town that I didn't get a chance
Yeah,
to meet,
yeah.
right? Okay, well, Adam, if you are listening, I want to thank you because Cynthia actually brought me some of the games that you gave to her. So, thank you. In an open form where many people hear it. I got some of those
All
games.
11.
It's not just isolated.
Brother stole 2 of the games, but whatever.
Just remember to grab them before.
So, John, what's your main poison right now?
So I had some of the. So Scott and I actually started out drinking this morning.
Wow. No.
Good morning, John.
I know,
Good
right?
morning, Scott. Here's the
Good morning.
beer.
Have a nice drink.
Oh, how we've missed you.
Beer in bed.
That's me.
No, so Scott and I started off. We had the play date from
Oh, yeah.
Deep Ellum, and it was more blonde ale. than sour. I mean, it had the sour note to it, but it was't quite there.
Yeah, and I'm getting a bourbon smell right now from the Bourbon County.
Are you getting drunk?
Because Jerry hates sour talk and Ian does as well. I'm gonna agree with you. Deep Ellum, no
it's
diss
their
to them.
first, their first start at a
First
sour,
attempt, and you know
I'm
what?
fine with it.
Like I said, I will gladly invest in any sour that anybody comes out with because
Well, you know who we've got to look forward to next on the sour
Lakewood,
train, right?
hopefully, right?
Goosehead?
Have they?
Yeah, they were. Weren't they were brewing it when we were there for their.
They may be.
They
There was
teased?
talk about it.
No.
No, they haven't done any release
They
about
talked
it.
about it. That's what it was. They weren't brewing.
Yeah,
it
when
yet.
when you and I were talking with
Yeah.
the guy, we were asking.
You were asking.
So, yeah, I
I
was
was running
asking.
the other
Have
way.
they talked about if they were going to bottle this or just do it at the tours?
No, they haven't done any talk about
My
it.
guess would be tap room because maybe they'll do it like they do the Witch,
Like an
and some
experimental
of the
series,
others.
possibly.
Yeah.
But,
I'm always up for
knowing
trying.
that there's a lot of people that want to get into the sour game,
It's a new
I
hot-
know you guys aren't into it.
It's a new hot
time.
trend right now.
Dude, I'm not looking at you in any strange way.
No,
This
but
is
I
just
feel-
my face.
No, but you've given me looks like that before.
Yeah,
and
but
it wasn't
usually-
just your
Usually
face.
that's when you got your hand on my penis.
It happens.
Okay, stop that.
But yeah, I mean,
Both hands are here. They're present.
10 and 2.
but I do agree with you. I do feel that sours have taken precedence over the Russian Imperials and all
It's
these
the wave.
barrel aged
I mean, you
beers
had
because
the
they're
IPA
barrel
wave.
aging. They're barrel aging sours now,
Yeah.
and that's
In what?
Wine
wi-
barrels.
Sour.
Oh, okay.
Wine's a big one. What was the one that we've had though? That was actually I thought it was aged in like a whiskey barrel from Jester King. I thought they did one. I don't know, but yeah, red wine usually is the big go-to, which is why one of my favorite beers in Lakewood is definitely kind of on pace to doing a sour is the Till and Toil Saison.
Yeah.
I
They
didn't
do
like
the
that.
red wine barrel aged.
Oh, yeah, the
That
red
actually
wine
has
Still and
a
Toy was
sour
fantastic.
taste to it. So, I just it's fresh and it's crisp and
Yeah,
it's
I like
you know,
it. It's
something new.
different
and
than
you can
your
drink that a
standard
lot
beer.
more year round than you can these stouts because stouts are winter beers.
Bullshit.
You don't drink this in summer.
I could drink that in the summer.
I
You
could
would
drink
drink it
a-
on the beach.
I'll drink
Yeah,
a stout
sure. I
on
was
a
And
drinking
110
pumpkin beers in September, brother. No, I'm sorry. I was drinking them in August.
Oh, that's right.
And it's Texas, so it was 100
That's
and
not
something
a
degrees.
barrel aged stout. Is what
Yeah,
I'm
but
talking
the
about.
yam
heavy.
beer and when
Don't
it's still
make
kind
me
of
punch
warm
you.
out, huh?
Don't make me punch you.
It's called a yam.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway, so can we finish
Anyways,
up?
yeah,
I got
sorry.
another beer that I got to talk
Yes,
about.
talk about the one that
Speaking
you
of the
just got
barrel
today.
age, so I
Yes.
picked up the barrel age.
But you haven't tasted it yet.
No, we haven't.
We're going to.
We will.
we?
It's
Oh, that's
everybody's.
It's on the table, dude.
If it's on the table, it's open for everybody to taste.
Well, I haven't passed around the.
Does that
fruit
mean you're
line.
going to hide your beer now?
Which
Sorry.
means get your phone off the table. I don't want to taste your phone.
So this is the barrel aged Sasquatch, and this was aged in whiskey barrels by
Balcones.
Balcones out of Waco.
Waco?
You know,
Talk about
hit up-
Sasquatch.
I hit up the joint on the way in. Real quick, did you guys know that Pete's a gamer? The long-haired guy with the handlebar mustache? Who? Was Pete.
Is
at
he actually?
Choice.
Was he there? Because
Yeah.
when I went, he wasn't there.
Okay, he was there, but the other night I had to pick up some beer for something else, and we started talking about Dark Souls.
Really?
Yeah, he was all about talking about it, and I was like,
That's
"Ooh."
some deep
And did you
stuff.
tell him that he needs to get a PS4 for Bloodborne?
Actually, he thinks, if I remember correctly, he thinks Bloodborne, because he's watched plenty of people play it, he thinks it's a little passé comparatively to the first Dark Souls.
And I've heard the same thing, so I'm not going to deny you on
I
that.
want to go back and talk to him because I was pressed for time. I want to see if he played Demon's Souls,
Oh my god.
because that was the
That-
first entrance into the Souls
From
Area.
software.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah.
But talk about Sasquatch real quick.
Sorry.
Tell him what
Yeah,
it
go
is
ahead.
and tell him who it's from.
It's a barrel aged stout at a 903 up in
And-
Sherman.
Yep.
Sherman, yep.
903.
They're
I,
actually
uh,
hiring for new people right now.
I
Unfortunately,
recently
it's
went
a long
to
way up there.
go see a hopped up cinema where they showed Spaceballs, and 903 was the big guys out there
Yep.
that night. That was some good stuff. Did you know about the Almond Joy?
No.
They have a coconut, like
They're a coconut.
coconut light ale, and then you take the regular Sasquatch and you 50-50 it.
Yeah. Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, yeah, it's actually really.
Oh,
good.
are we
Sounds
talking
damn
about Alamo?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, because that's
see,
where I got to
everything's-
try the Temptress milkshake that
Yeah.
brought all the boys to the yard.
Everything's better
See,
at,
and that's
at
so
the,
from what they
Alamo.
were talking about. That's how Sasquatch came along. Is because
Yeah.
somehow someone mixed their coconut ale along with a Temptress, a regular Temptress, and it tasted just like an Almond Joy.
I love almond joys.
So
They're the ones with nuts.
903 actually went to Lakewood
stuff.
and wanted to do a collaboration
Yeah.
to make the Almond Joy, but they were like, no. So 903 was like, okay, we'll make our own.
They said no. Why would they say
Yep.
no?
I didn't press the guy because I wanted to watch Spaceballs.
I don't blame you. That's a great movie.
Yeah, that's all right.
Sucked. I'm just kidding.
Wow.
I'll tell you what. When we go into break, let's beat his ass.
Yep.
We're going to come back and his glasses are going to be all like Jack Steiners. Welcome back.
He's gonna have a black
Super
eye.
Barley.
All right. Well, I want to try this because it's been.
All right,
Go
hang
ahead.
on, hang on. Let me cleanse
So
the
this
palate.
is
your palate.
2014 Bourbon Carroll.
I got an IPA. I do not
Bourbon
want to
Carroll.
do
I just said Bourbon Carroll.
You've been
All
drinking
right.
since this morning. So.
Yeah, exactly.
on the play
Episode
date.
47.
BCBS.
Prost.
And I'm intoxicated. That is good stuff.
It
Yeah,
doesn't
letting that
taste like
mellow
a
out.
goose.
No, but
That
it
is
does.
some
It tastes like an
smooth-
island,
It doesn't taste like
Smooth.
Beechwood.
but it is Beechwood aged.
It's not very.
Wait a second, not the
This is
14.
before.
This
The
does
15.
taste like Anheuser's Busch.
Well, on that note, by the way, we still need to have our samples of Coors Light, and Miller Light, and Bud Light. I still want to do that.
I want to do what John showed this video
Mad
or
Dog.
shared this video where this guy like concentrated it. Like,
No,
where
yeah, 4
Oh, the
times.
super
Yeah,
concentrated
yeah.
It
version
still
of it.
wasn't high enough ABV.
well, but he like when he got to it, he was like, "Well, now it's flat as all get out, but now it's actually drinkable."
That's how icebox are made. They super concentrate
Yeah.
a beer. They
Yeah.
they freeze it. Like there's a good chance that if it gets cold enough,
Franconia.
Franconia will
try to end this.
will do
and
their
it didn't
will
work.
do their icebox.
Hill?
They take their Maybach that they make.
The
and
car?
They'll set it outside. Yes, the car.
I want
And
that car.
it'll freeze in the keg, and then they'll get it extracted out into another, and then they have the icebox, and they only serve it at the brewery.
Speaking of Franconia, real quick,
Uh-huh.
And then we're done.
their Pilsner, not so good.
Yeah.
Is
It's-
Pilsner even a German style?
Yes,
It is?
it is.
All right.
It's not that good. It's like a cider. It tasted like a cider to me.
Sounds like an off batch. I've had their Pilsner before, and it's been okay.
Well, I didn't like it.
They're doing a
It happens.
British stout, I believe, on their World of Beer that they're going to do this year. I think that's their first one that they're going to do is a
Yeah,
British stout or something like that. So, yeah, let's call it Beer 30 on January 23rd. I don't know why I gave the date. What the
Why?
I have no idea why you
It's
get
a
things
Saturday
like
night, ladies and
It-
gentlemen.
Yeah.
it's-
It's 9
it's-
p.m. We're going to end this, and we're going to go into game time.
I want to play a game.
And we're back. Thanks for rejoining. I got mauled in that
okay?
break. So we're good, right? We're good, gentlemen.
I think
Yeah.
we're okay now.
All right,
good.
All right, thanks.
We're good.
Mr. Ian, it's
Now we're not good. We were good 2 seconds, and you ruined it.
I almost thought he was going to say friend.
Mr. Friend.
Oh, smooth.
So,
Just
so
about
Ian
get real.
Iron friend. Friend Iron.
Ian,
Friend Iron.
it's been a while
It has been a while.
since since
Been a while.
yeah, I forget the song.
Hold my head up straight. Sorry.
Be sure
What
to
have
add
you
that in.
been playing on the video game console?
Good save. Good
On the video game
Because I was lining it up. I was lining
with
it
a
up.
game controller.
I was touching myself. I already said it, so it's there for posterity.
Oh god.
Posterity again, huh?
Woo, dude! If you fall through that TV, this is gonna make great TV.
Wait,
Great TV.
It's a video.
great TV.
No, it's gonna make great TV. We'll make great pets.
Go.
So what have I been doing? So recently on the last podcast, if you guys remember, Scott actually wanted to ask me my thoughts between the difference of Destiny and Star Wars Battlefront. Field?
Oh, financially, yeah.
Well,
what
you know,
you
yeah.
felt burned
Financially.
out on
Right.
more.
No.
That's right.
What I remember you saying was, I want to see which one he felt burned by more.
Right. Absolutely.
So here's the thing: is Star Wars Battlefront has a progression scale.
Real quick. So we understand what you did with Destiny. Did you buy the season pass for Battlefront?
I have. No, for Star Wars? No.
Or Battlefront?
No.
Oh, yeah.
no,
Okay.
no.
I just wanted to get that out there as a comparison to Destiny of what you have
Well, I
purchased.
think what the main question was regarding is Destiny Vanilla before all the season
Oh,
pass
okay.
stuff,
Gotcha.
and then
Yeah,
Star Wars
I wasn't
Battlefront
comparing
Vanilla.
to how much he invested in it.
Oh,
I'm talking
okay.
about base game to base game.
Oh,
Yeah.
Battlefront Vanilla.
Yeah, because there's
Gotcha.
a lot of stuff that went around when Destiny first came out and everybody got through the pseudo story real quick.
Right.
A lot of people were like, this is bait and switch. Your beta, or what I like to call demo, was about 45% of the game.
Oh, wow.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
it was one of these things where I was burned out. I was pissed off, for lack of a better term, by the time I reached the end of Destiny. Yes, I do have currently all the expansions for Destiny. Did I pay for all of them? No, I have a sugar daddy. Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Everybody's got one.
You know, little something
daddy or mama?
on the side of my face. What do you?
No, keep going.
I'm trying to, but I can't help. When you start doing stuff, I'm like, what's going on?
Squirrel.
Cut
Exactly.
his fucking mic.
Yeah. Stop him now.
Scott, you do have the control. You can go through and meet
Okay.
yourself out.
No,
So,
I didn't
don't
train
know.
him how to use it.
Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, go on.
Yeah,
I do want to hear
we
you
went
talk
to
about
college
this.
for that. So
I
so
got
really,
the degree.
what it boils down to is Destiny I felt severely burned on because it was Bungie, and we all we got to know each other over Halo,
You're right.
which
We
was
were day one Bungie,
yeah,
is what I like to call it.
we were tight with the Bungies.
Yeah, the Bungie cords.
And that's why I bought Destiny day one, is because it's
gotta support.
it was Bungie, so it's like they could do no wrong.
Sure.
They did wrong.
But I
that's old
I mean,
news.
I will agree they did wrong, but I think that any developer can do wrong.
Right.
And,
I'll give you that. That's why I'm
Except
getting
for Ubisoft.
very,
Konami.
very
Fucking no
leery
contract. God damn it.
about the Division.
Absolutely.
My whole Destiny crew is like talking it up. And I sat down and watched about 40 minutes of video of the Division. And I don't know, man. That guy took 4 clips to go down. 4 clips, and those were primarily headshots that the guy was
And
getting.
they're talking this is supposed to be the most realistic. No,
No.
Yeah.
Call of Duty, when it comes to how many bullets
Rainbow
your
Six
body
Siege
takes
also.
before you drop.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, Rainbow Six. Yeah, you take 2 shots, you're dead.
On
Like a-
Rainbow Six Vegas. yeah.
Yeah.
How many of your Destiny crew members have played? Like, did they pre-order and actually play, and they're like sold on this beta?
So I know of at least 3 of them that are going to be doing the beta.
Okay,
They haven't gotten into it yet because it hasn't technically started.
sure.
I know Sleek Stealthy's in on it.
Okay,
Sissy and Dre are in on it. Sissy's his nickname.
that's good.
Not
we
actually
don't
who
judge.
he is.
We don't judge on
I wasn't
handles.
judging.
We don't
I'm
judge on
just saying,
handles.
I don't think he's a sissy. Because if I'm not mistaken, he was a Marine, and you guys know how I feel about Marines.
Yes.
What not was a Marine? He is a Marine. Sorry, I said that wrong. But so going back, so Destiny. Okay, I'm burned. I'm burned by Destiny because the game is now getting good. It's getting to where it is a game. Battlefront. So I am part of that EA Access thing. I know I talked about it a long time ago, and I used to have a store, or I used to have a series where I would do the Fiend Early Access or the
Right.
Feats, whatever we called it. So I played a lot. I played my 10 hours of Battlefront, and I still paid $60 for the game. Now, the progression in Battlefront is you reach a certain level, you unlock the ability to buy a certain gun. If you want that gun, you have access to that gun. The progression is in Destiny is you grind. You do this raid. Did you get the gun you wanted? No, you didn't? Okay, do it again. Do it again.
It's all based
Do
on
it again.
drop rates, just
Do
like
it again.
Diablo and all these other
It's
MMOs.
Oh,
what,
okay.
Yeah.
what we like to refer to as random number Jesus or
And farming.
RN Jesus.
Yeah. We've all been there.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So I don't feel burned by Battlefront because I went into it knowing that it will be a casual game that I will play.
Yeah, and that's where I just really wanted to get your thoughts on it because I know your complete feelings on Battlefield and that genre and, you know, trying to play the campaign and how broken that was and just how stupid it is and all that stuff. I still remember that video of the tree and
Okay,
everything
good.
like
I was
that. Yeah,
about to
absolutely.
plug my own
If you
video.
guys haven't seen it, yes, promote it. Fiend 75002 on YouTube, I think.
Yep.
Yeah, just look him up and yeah, there's a funny ass video of him playing Battlefield 4 and a tree in him.
I break a tree.
He absolutely breaks a tree.
But I don't break it all the way, so it snaps back into place.
And it's awesome. It just
It's like
I'm a tree bender.
tree
You seen Avatar the Airbender?
Oh,
I
yeah.
am Fiend the Tree Bender.
I really just wanted to get your thoughts because
you whisper to it.
So I've
I
played it
screamed at it.
and
Played which one? Which one are you talking about?
Battlefront.
He's played both, actually.
So I have Battlefront on PC, which I'm not playing at the current moment at all because wireless internet on that game sucks, is what I've been witnessing and experiencing. My son, however, plays on Battlefront and he loves it.
Yeah.
He is level 31, I think, right now.
Speaking of which, I thought you said he was going to get that on the Xbox One.
I thought so too. I did not purchase it.
Okay. I just because we were going to.
No.
Yeah. It's
Because-
okay. I'm not judging you. I just wanted to know the reason.
Hey, because, and it's not like he got it because it was going to have exclusive or anything like that. I think it was just a miscommunication on the, and this is no knock on the grandparents that bought it, but I think it was just miscommunicated on which
Could
version
you
to
not
buy.
have taken it back?
No, because he wanted to play it that day, and he didn't care at that point.
Did he not know that his best friend, his best fiend?
He does. He does, and I told him we'll look at if it ever goes on sale. Maybe I'll double dip, but I've already double dipped once, so it'll be a triple dip.
What
I guess.
did you dip? Double dip?
So I've got the PC version.
Well, no,
so I've
okay,
technically
so-
only paid it once. So yes, it'll be a double dip for me.
Yeah. Okay.
You're
So,
right.
but you've got.
So yeah, I mean, I just from what I've played, like I brought up, and I don't really want to go into details because I think you heard it was the main thing that they've taken away is what I loved about Battlefield. The ability to jump into any vehicle at any moment and be able to traverse the terrain and wipe out any enemies.
Right.
Not have to rely on a fucking token that's sitting out there that everybody camps at
Right.
now. And I hate
But-
that.
You
So
gotta
just don't
understand-
play as
Well, no.
trying to get to the ships.
But everybody's doing that.
Okay,
now. At
that's
least
fine.
what I've
Let
experienced.
everybody else run for the ships
But
and
then
just
they
play
get-
as an infantry
then
unit.
you guys fail.
Not always.
Here's the thing.
Go ahead.
Is having that makes it, in my opinion, a lot better. Like I don't play a lot of Battlefield. I played a lot of Call of Duty.
Right.
Kill streaks, I don't get them.
Yeah.
No.
If I got it, if I got any, it was the UAV, and that was it because that was like 3 kills.
Yep.
So, Battlefront having those tokens makes it so that I can be like, all right, I'm chasing this walker, and then all of a sudden that token shows up. It's like, oh, dude, I could jump into a TIE fighter, because if they're all right there at the spawn, you're going to have what I think one of you guys did, and correct me if I'm wrong, but you guys were playing Battlefront Field. Somebody ran up into a helicopter. Everybody got into it, and the helicopter went like that.
Yeah, and
Like
keeled
went from,
over.
Yeah, just went up and then flat onto its blades.
Oh, yeah.
It's like the best moment, though.
Yeah, no, that's fantastic.
When you
Your
get the
entire team is
fucker-
dead. The
Yeah.
walker is now 20 feet closer because everybody had to wait to respawn.
So when you get the fucker that gets in there and he thinks he knows how to play, he's like, I got this, guys, I got it. You're like, yeah. And he
of course,
gets the
then again,
chain
that was
gun.
my first time in the ship during the timed demo beta thing that they
Yeah.
had.
Oh, yeah.
As soon as I got into a TIE fighter for the first time, I didn't realize how
wasn't-
quick you needed to pull up.
Yep.
Because the depth perception
Is
off.
that like out as well?
pull? Very funny.
I'm sorry.
But, I mean, I'm with you, and I don't want to take away. I want to let you continue, but like the one mode that I do enjoy the most is Fighter Squadron.
Sorry, wrap it up in 6 minutes.
Okay. Well, Fighter Squadron is fun. I like
Yeah.
Fighter Squadron.
And that's a way to rack up, to me, experience. And
And then, did you know about the lock-on function?
oh yeah,
Okay.
L trigger. Yeah.
One of the first things I did when I got into the final game is I actually did the missions, so that I could actually do the tutorials.
Yeah.
Which that was fun. It's like because I was afraid of jumping on a speeder from like Return of the Jedi.
sure. Oh
So-
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and I've heard that your little one can.
I don't get how
nails
he
it.
does it.
Is he a Jedi?
He must be, or he's played the damn map too many fucking times. And,
There you go.
And I'm a bad parent because I let him play games for hours on end.
Oh, look
For
at my
shame
son's
on you.
Minecraft creation.
Oh dear God.
Mine's
Yeah, that's
gotten
the
into the
other thing.
Minecraft world
But
now.
okay, so I got one more thing that I
Yeah,
want to talk about
talk,
real fast.
yes.
Is not too long ago, Xbox does these free games with gold type of thing. You're making me nervous. And they recently gave away Van Helsing, which is like a
Yeah.
Diablo style action RPG type of thing.
And
Not.
I haven't played it because I wanted to play it with you because you kept like hyping it up and saying that you wanted to
Well,
check it
yeah,
out.
and then one night I was all by myself.
Okay.
No one was looking. You were all by yourself.
Well, yeah, I was touching myself and playing Van Helsing.
Well, that happens.
I put it on normal. It had 3 difficulty settings, and I was like, I have it up to like tier 1 of torment on Diablo. So I was like, let me go ahead and start normal.
Yeah.
Because when I first played Diablo 3, I played it on easy because I want to get the story out of the way. Well, the story's a pile of fucking shit in Diablo 3.
Another podcast. Yes.
Yeah. So I started in on it, and dude, I am dying left and right.
Really.
And the game is not clearly stating what needs to be done with my controls. You do switch between a sword and a gun on the fly. Like you hit one button and it'll switch back and forth.
Okay.
When you're on the gun and you first start, it shows like if you're using a controller. I almost knocked that over.
No, you did.
If you're using a controller, it shows like one button has the gun on it, another button has the gun on it. So here I'm thinking there's one button with one gun and one button with the other gun, and he's holding two guns. So my thumb needs to be jumping back and forth between these to get a good balance of the two shots. No, I just needed to hold the button.
And it'll automatically switch between the two of them?
Well, eventually you get a spell that takes that slot.
Yeah, good. All right.
So I don't get it. But it hard froze on me
free game.
once. Yeah. Well, and that's the thing that pisses me off is because if it wasn't free, I would have bought it.
Yeah.
And I already bought the second one in a Humble Bundle on my PC.
Wow, I guess I missed that. I didn't even
it
know
was
this
a while
game
ago.
existed whenever you were talking about it. I was like, so I actually, wow.
By the way, did you get the free Witcher too?
I was the one that posted about that.
Oh, I
before
posted
you-
it too, because
Yeah,
free
game, free game,
Free game.
And what were you saying? Free game, fucker. To the guy who was like, I couldn't really get into it.
Yeah, I was like, just download it.
Yes,
and then one of the other guys was like, he's not a streamer. I was like, I don't care, it's a free game. Get the free license. That's my whole thing. Is if it's free, get the license.
Just like,
That's
hey,
tied to your account forever.
so a piece of advice, and I guess I'm really screwing myself on this, but join the Podcast Unlocked group on Facebook because people will randomly give out free games.
Oh, yeah, the codes that they just toss
I got
out.
Rainbow Six Vegas for free.
Yeah, well,
I've
I
got
love Rainbow Six
I've
Vegas.
got Gears of War, not Gears of War because I got that with the Ultimate Bundle that I got. What game did I get? I don't know. I've gotten other game code. Oh, Fallout 3 I got for free.
Oh yeah.
When
After
I was
you asked me for mine.
Could I have your code?
Well, what's funny
No,
is
it's been claimed.
Sean's version of Fallout 3 was the one that I played back in the day. So as soon as it came with Fallout 3, I was like,
Nah, man.
great, I have my own.
Absolutely. And I don't blame you. But yeah, I was just like, I'm just going to try it. And it was like 15 minutes and somebody said, hey, I got it. I was like, I think you're fucking lying. So I think he did that. So don't ever judge the comments and say if somebody says they got it, because I think they're doing it to try to secure their code when they get home from work. Smart move on them. I tried the code. I probably pissed that guy off when he got home from work and was like, motherfucker.
I ninja looted your shit.
See,
So,
this,
yeah.
this is why you keep the Steam app running on your phone.
Absolutely. Another reason.
Well, we're going to take a really quick break due to hard drive space. We'll be right back. Hey, sorry about that. We had to take a quick break due to technical stuff. Ian, wrap this thing up for you.
Okay, so I got done talking about Van Helsing because the fucking thing's broken. There's a free game. That's fine. If you guys have it on the PC, I'm sure it works better on there. I was playing it on the Xbox One. Give it a shot if you got people to play with. Drink while you're doing it. That way when it crashes, it's not as frustrating. The only other thing that I wanted to get... You all right? You're not going to die, right?
No, it's just the bourbon.
Okay.
It takes a lot
The only
out of
other
him.
thing that I wanted to talk about, and I forgot to bring this up on any of the times that we've ever talked about in 2016, what we're looking forward to, because I totally forgot that I had a Nintendo system. I totally forgot about my 3DS.
Oh, no.
So,
Dare you?
so coming up in February, Fire Emblem's going to have a new game that comes out. Well,
Fate.
technically, it's going to have 3 new games that come out.
I thought it was only 2.
No.
So what's
there's
the
a
third?
There's a
name?
third. The third is like a DLC expansion type of thing.
Okay.
But it's supposedly touted to be
You're
as
gonna
long
wait
as...
on this, I hope, because you haven't even beaten Awakening.
Nope. I've already pre-ordered the one that I...
You didn't beat the first one.
Hey, because he felt
You know
like
what?
it.
Back off real quick because I have a GBA one where it had the original permadeath shit.
Oh,
Okay,
God.
so I've been playing Fire Emblem long before you got out of your mom's panties. Okay, so
Wait.
back up off
Oh.
this shit.
That's after 82.
Well, that it might be.
All right,
What
go on.
am I
But so
implying?
which one did you pre-order?
I pre-ordered Conquest because that's the one that actually allows you to go back and play missions again.
Yeah.
The Birthright, I believe, is the other one where it is a linear, like you are set. These are the missions that you do, and you will do them in this order, and that's it. And then after you finish them, they will gladly sell you the other version of the game at a discounted price. And then there will then be the main DLC packet that will end the story where the two games come together. I'm assuming you've got one army in this game, you've got one army in this game.
Right.
And by the
They're
time
gonna
you get
have
to the
to
third
mesh.
one, you combine forces to go fight the greater evil.
They just felt like this was a lot like Pokemon X and Y to explain this on easier, or Pokemon Blue and Yellow or
Easier.
Red. Well,
Are
no,
you
they
saying
feel like
I'm
that they've
inferior?
They feel like they've developed two completely different games, so that they need to charge a full price for each version of.
So
these
Maybe they
games.
feel that they
Now,
do.
here's the thing.
No, and they do. They do actually feel that way.
Here's the thing where you guys are going to judge me. So normally a 3DS game is $40.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, go on.
So there was a special edition that was on sale for $80, which came with all 3 games on
You
one
got that?
cart. Nope.
Oh.
It was already out. So it was kind of one of these things where it's like, you know me, I'm a collector. I at least want a physical copy.
Yeah.
Best Buy, when I went to go check it out, because I'm part of the little game dick suck thing, they stated that you can only pre-order for shipping only, which makes it sound like if it goes to the stores, it's going to go late, like Bravely Default did.
yeah.
So I went ahead and I ordered it for shipping, and I'll be one of those guys where it's, okay, so I got one physical copy, and then I'll download the digital...
The digibals?
Digibals. Digimons.
Are they gerbils?
Digital gerbils. I'll download the digital ones afterwards because I've got enough space on my 3DS. So moving on, I can't wait to talk about that in the future because I love these Fire Emblem games. They're really fun until you actually lose someone. But I don't play permadeath now that you can take that out of the equation. The next one that I'm excited about in March is going to be Bravely Second, which is the sequel to Bravely
You
Default.
pre-ordered that one also.
No, I haven't pre-ordered it yet. But, oh my God, did we just have an earthquake?
Something like that.
That's my subwoofer.
I'm all about the bass, no trouble.
What the-
Call me. So, today was a very dead day at work.
Apparently.
I got about 5 hours into Bravely Default. Like I was already halfway through the game, and I was able to play a lot more of it today at work.
This explains why you were able to text back to us as quick as you
Yeah,
were.
yeah, that's what's going on. In fact, I had Twitch up underneath my monitor so I could see anytime someone was messaging me because it
Nice.
would pop right out. Because I'm sitting there watching people play Super Mario Maker, which I'm like this close to fucking buying that thing, even though I don't own a Wii U. There's one in the house that I'm currently living in. So, but that's all I really wanted to kind of get out there is that here in the near future, within the next few months or so, you guys are going to hear me talking about another Fire Emblem game or 2 more, 3 more. And another Japanese RPG that's in the vein of Final Fantasy, which those are the ones that I like. Not the newer Final Fantasies where it's like it plays like an MMO
Yeah.
or it's an action RPG like 15,
or it's episodic.
like 7.
I have no idea what y'all are talking about.
It's okay.
That's all right. You're
That's
hot.
okay.
You mean you're drunk?
You're hot.
No, I've never played those games.
No, I'm following you. I'm just making fun.
And
But
okay.
that's all I got. So Scott, what do you have? What have you been playing?
So, I'm on chapter 5 of Fire Emblem Awakening right now.
Is that the one where you fight the guy in the big red armor?
What?
All right, I'm further than you, asshole.
Yes, you are. No, chapter 5 is where you just encountered where I think Meryl gets kidnapped or whatever and held hostage by the rival army or something. I don't know. I haven't played in a couple days. But
Okay, so Meryl was the queen of that one group, right?
Meryl's the queen.
Well, okay, so Chrom is king.
Yes, Chrom. No, he's the brother of the queen.
Okay, and the queen. Okay, yeah, no,
And-
I'm following where you are because the weirdest
someone get
shit
flowchart?
happened after.
Really?
Yeah.
So I've realized I need to level up a little bit more because.
Hold on a
No,
second.
we're-
No,
all right.
okay, are we moving? Okay, we're moving.
Yeah, we're good. I've realized that I'm a little underpowered on this mission because I have permadeath turned on, and I've already lost the chick on the Pegasus. And
That's Chrom's wife.
You bastard.
spoilers, you asshole!
It all depends on who you
I
put
didn't
next
know
to
that.
It all depends on who you put next to each other. You
So
can
I put
marry
it-
anyone.
So I have my chick with Chrom right now, and they're
So I mean,
getting it on.
if you've been with
little
them
hearts are popping up. Above.
like 3 or 4 times,
yeah.
then when marriage becomes available, you're gonna marry him.
So there's marriage in this game.
So you're a girl.
Fuck yes, I'm a girl. I'm always a girl in these games that I create.
That
Ian,
explains a lot.
You know that you play as a female as well.
No, he plays as male.
No, I play. as
He's
male.
not like you and I.
It's a power fantasy for me, man.
Yeah.
Look at these guns.
See,
Look at these pea shooters.
see, with me, it's like
You're shooting BBs
I
or
see myself
22s?
every day. I like to see a woman of myself in a video game. So,
You know, there was someone else that used to do that.
all right. Anyways, I wanted to briefly talk about that since you brought it up. I have looked at Fate, but or Birthright also. I'm just realizing that I don't need to buy a game when I haven't even completed the first one. Also, Bravely Second. I really have looked at picking up Bravely Default. because I've heard that it's a really nice game to get into.
So you understand that the Fire Emblem games are all separate from each other. It's like Final Fantasy. The only ones
so there's
that...
a whole set of characters that's different from this game?
Okay, so Fire Emblem Awakenings, yes, you will see characters from the other ones come in to it, but there's a time-temporal Star Trek thingy going on in
Distortions.
Parallel universes and all that junk?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so you'll see that kind of crossover. Like, you can get Ike in Fire Emblem Awakenings. I don't think that's going to be available in...
So Marth. Yeah, and Marth was also when I had the little tournament thing where I had to get the, Chapter 4 or whatever it was.
And it's funny why that person has the exact same sword as Crom.
All right, anyways.
You remember Superman?
Yeah.
God.
So the other game I want to talk about, and then I'll leave it up to Jerry and John to talk about what they're playing and doing whatever. Xenoblade Chronicles X on the Wii U. Adam and I have...
Ian, you seem a little
I think
upset
Adam
by
and I are
this.
the only two that are playing it in the group. He's currently ahead of me. He's level 34. I'm currently level 27. I am a duelist, or I was a samurai gunner class.
Isn't there a game called... No, I'm sorry, go on.
Wait,
Samurai Gun?
I don't know.
There is.
Okay.
I talk about it on another podcast all the time. Not one that I'm affiliated with.
Okay.
Dan Riker, Jeff Gershman, they're on it.
Yes, Giant Bomb.
Yeah.
Way to go.
So,
Thank you.
anyways,
Free ad space.
I hope that
I
Adam
don't care.
plays through, because I know Adam's not feeling the game, especially the music, which I guess we have different tastes in music, because the music in the game is what really brings me to want to play it. It's got that Japanese rock pop with the woman singing, kind of like your K-pop.
K-pop. Well, there's a big difference.
There's a
between
huge
K-pop.
difference between
It's-
K-pop
it's
and
not-
J-rock.
Well, it's not.
Are we
it's
talking about like
probably
baby
J-rock.
metal?
It's probably J-rock,
Ah,
but it's not
baby
heavy.
metal.
It's not heavy metal. So it's literally just guitar riffs and a woman going, ooh, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Right.
That's
Sounds
all
like
it
my
is.
Saturday night.
I know,
Yeah,
right?
I'll play it for you guys after because I did bring it over. But the sheer scale of this game, of course, I can't talk about it enough. But I want Adam to get through at least Chapter 6 is where I'm at. And there's a big reveal in Chapter 5. I do not want to talk about it. Spoilers, of course.
Tits?
Nope.
Ass?
Nope.
Move on.
Yep.
Read it
But
in
my
for mature.
woman. So I talked about this on the last podcast. If you remember talking about it, was how can armor that barely covers any part of your body give you higher defense than gold-plated armor that covers up everything?
Because
You know why?
You're paying attention
Japanese.
to one place.
Bingo. No, it's because the person attacking you is befuddled by your giant hairy man boobs.
Got it. You're not hairy. So there is a big.
Look at you.
You're smooth shaven like a fresh.
Anyways, I'm totally digging the story. I am kind of pissed at where I'm at right now, though, because I really want my scale or my mech. And to get my scale license, because you do need a license to drive these mechs.
License to kill. No, that's.
I have
Bond.
to do literally
Sorry.
a fetch quest for every single one of the 8 different groups that is in the city of Primordia.
So you're someone's bitch.
Pretty much.
It's like an MMO.
It is absolutely like an MMO.
It's like a
I mean,
single-player MMO.
That sounds
absolutely
terrible.
not, because there is a complete option. At the beginning, when you start the game, it says, what squad do you want to join? And they're
The
talking
MMO
about
squad.
virtual squad. Do you want to focus on single-player game type? Or do you want to go into a multiplayer where you could actually jump in like Monster Hunter or any of these other MMOs out there and complete missions together?
Do you have a fire team?
I have not done any
Are
of the
there
online
raids?
stuff.
It's
It
a
depends on what you define
single-player
as a-
MMO.
So what do you define as a raid?
The
Where
Vault
you
of
have
Glass?
to go through waves of enemies and then you have an ultimate boss at the end?
Yeah.
Yes, there are those. So there are raids.
Are they 3 to 4 hours long?
No. The longest...
Do they have separate checkpoints?
No, I mean...
Then this
for
is
the
not a raid. This is a dungeon.
Okay, so yes, it'll be a dungeon crawler. Then. There's different checkpoints, but I can complete them probably within about 45 minutes to an hour. It is not a typical MMO raid where it does take 3 hours. And I never been a part of one in like World of Warcraft.
Too bad you don't have it on Xbox One.
Well, you know what?
I'm sensing a little bit of
Microsoft
animosity
and
here.
Sony do not want to support level 5. Or no, Monolith. I'm sorry, Monolith made this game not level 5.
Oh! I'm sorry. I was referring
Just
to
like
Destiny.
they didn't want to support Bayonetta.
No bitterness here.
I want Bayonetta to come to.
I want Bayonetta to come too. Ow!
That is gonna spike like a motherfucker on that clip.
I'm so
Anyways.
sorry, but that was a high five moment.
That was a beautiful high five. No, I mean, but anyways, that's where I'm at right now. I hope I should have by the next podcast my mech, but I'm already dreading it because literally when I get the mech, I start over. I'm currently level 27, like I told you all. When I get my mech, I'll be level 1.
Well, you have a separate mech level, right?
Yes.
But see, here's the thing that I haven't played the game, but
Okay.
I've listened to a lot of people talk about it. Once you get the mech, traversing the map is so much easier.
So yes, traversing the map. Let me talk about that real quick, and then I promise I'll end. Traversing the map sucks ass, especially in the area that I'm in right now, which is literally cliffside desert area where to get to these, so to unlock waypoints to where I could insta travel, or what do they call it?
Fast travel?
Fast travel, thank you. They're called frontier navs, and they're just navigation points where I can install literally what they call a drill that will be a waypoint to where I can fast travel to anywhere on the map. Some of these areas to unlock suck ass. Literally to where I don't know how I'm supposed to get up there because they're not telling me a way. I get it. It's an open world MMO, RPG, whatever the fuck you want to call it. But give me a waypoint.
Can't you set them on a map?
No. You cannot set waypoints.
That sounds like a really bad video game, in my opinion.
You can't say it web.
So, okay. So,
Say waypoint?
let me
Bourbon
correct.
County 2015 kicking in.
Let me correct the waypoint. Let me correct the waypoint.
All right.
So when you set a waypoint, technically, it will point you in the direction with an arrow on your compass. It will not give you a guided line like I want to tell me where to go to get up onto
Do
this
you need a
mountain.
guided line, Scott?
Yeah. No.
Yes, I do.
Have
to
you
get
been
up on
playing
this
too many
mountain.
Lego
Yes.
games?
Learn how to walk.
What are you talking about? Like
When
Lego
you-
Marvel and stuff?
Yeah, no, what I'm telling you is like, John, bear with me. You set a quest in Fallout 4, all it does is put a pin in your fucking map.
So it's doing the same thing in this game.
That's
Well, yeah,
fine.
and
Learn how to
that's
walk around
totally-
the map
yeah.
and explore.
There's a problem with that though. If you don't know how to get up to the top of
If
this
you don't know how
mountain,
to climb
walk
or get
around it.
vertical,
I did. There's a bridge. I don't know where that bridge.
Walk all
Then you need
the
to go
way
all the way
around
around.
it.
So to the next mountain that's over
Yes.
about
Yeah,
30
and
minutes
then
away.
go around that
That's
one.
why I want my mech though. I want to traverse quicker.
I want you to want your Mac too.
I want it. So
You know what
bad.
I love?
What's that?
I'm going to give you a quick history lesson.
All right.
Xeno started on Xenogears,
right?
On the
It's on backwards compatible, or no, it's on
It's
the
a
Vita right
PlayStation
now.
1.
Yeah, it's a PlayStation 1 Classic. Yeah, I thought about downloading it, but I didn't know if it was any good.
It's actually really good. I've only
Okay.
gotten to the second disc of it. I still have it for the PlayStation 1.
Yeah, it was like $3.
But I bought
on
it
sale.
primarily because it had a demo for Parasite Eve 1 in it.
That's also on sale for like $2. I thought about
Get
picking it.
that.
Okay, I'll
That's
get
a
that.
really good
Put
game.
my Vita to use that I haven't used in like a year and a half. Good.
Oh yeah, I just recently started my 3DS again. I had to clean off my son's finger goo.
Yeah, here you go.
Oh, that sounds weirder than I thought it would.
All right, go ahead.
So you have Xenogears, which was on a PlayStation 1. Then you had the Xeno Saga, which was a 3-part series that was on the PlayStation 2. It was going to go for 4, but after 2, it started selling less. It stopped for me at 1 when they said, here's a stealth mission you need to do with a guy that has robot legs. And every
boy.
single step he takes is ka-chunk, 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 ka-chunk.
Nice.
So there's no stealth there. I remember you talking about this on the last podcast tonight. I remember you going, when did it start? And I wanted to like,
Yeah, no, that's good.
because I've got Xenogears and I've got Xeno Saga episode 1. But
I mean, and like I talked about, not having the ability to heal does suck in certain situations. But if you listen to your teammates and they tell you, hey, the monster is staggered, go in for a melee attack, and you go in for a melee attack, you and the person that told you to do that little request will both get health because you're working together. So it's kind of like you're building a bond in a relationship between your fake characters or whatever.
did you get to fuck him?
I don't know.
Why?
I do build up. I do build up heart
Because
levels.
it
I don't
works
know.
better that
I'm
way.
sure it's Nintendo, so they will. I did hear that they
Fire
did.
Emblem, you get to fuck.
I heard they censored a lot in this new Fire
Stop
Emblem, and they've also censored a lot in this
Word
new
M.
Xenoblade. Like the caressing. Did you hear about this on Giant Bomb?
Wait, caressing?
Yeah.
Fire Emblem,
John's ears
where you
perked
can
up.
where,
Right.
no,
Caressing.
on the there's actually like a face, and you
I
can
feel like
actually,
I can actually be involved now.
I know.
you
right?
can take the stylus and you can actually like rub their face and everything and like try to build a relationship.
Oh, so this is like a Flash Java game that used to exist up on
They had a
online.
mahjong game. for the
Mahjong or
Vita where you
manga?
could rub the little girl. No, it was a card game where you could rub the little girls that were on the card, and you raise their level, but also remove their clothes.
This sounds like a very bad version
Sounds
of a
like
Flash
a
game. that should
John
not-
game.
Yeah.
What?
So, anyways, I'm going long. Anyways,
No.
yeah, I'm going long. That's all I've been playing Xenoblade. I'm 31 hours into it. I do have a feeling I should be playing like Dishonored. That's only like I think 12 hours to beat, or
The first
Tomb
Dishonored?
Raider that you said is 12 hours. Yeah,
You need to play that.
I tried.
I wrote a review on buzzinggeek.wordpress.com.
Speaking of reviews, I hope we're going to talk about a
Yes,
game.
we are.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I tried to start it again. I don't know what it is. I'll talk about it in another podcast. I just can't get into
Yeah,
it.
we should do that because I got some way into Dishonored and stopped playing it.
I don't know what it is.
From what I've heard, and I haven't played the rebooted. That was a rebooted Thief, right? The fourth one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I haven't played the rebooted Thief, but from what I've heard about people comparing it to Thief, was that Dishonored was what Thief should have been.
Right.
Yeah. If Dishonored hadn't come out, that Thief would probably be way better.
Yeah, and see that, and I was listening to another podcast, and that's exactly what they were saying. We probably listened to similar ones. Is that these games come out just like when movies come out, like Deep Impact and Armageddon.
Yeah.
It depends on the order that you play them in. When we're referring to video games, of what you think about them. Because if you played, their example was if you played Dishonored and then Thief sucked to you.
Yeah.
But if you played Thief and then Dishonored, both of them were great.
Well, and if I'm not mistaken, be careful pouring that over the mixing board.
Oh, come on. You don't want to see it short out and go...
We've got enough technical difficulties
Yeah,
in
we've
these
got
first two
enough.
trials.
And I've already. Why are you taking my glass? I've already
You
got.
better-
I've got some of that. Would you pay attention? You drunk ass motherfucker.
Anything else, Scott?
No, I just like I said, I tried Dishonored, and I need to talk to you offline about it because I don't know what it is. I just can't get into it.
Okay. Well, sometimes it just doesn't work.
Yeah.
It doesn't click.
Maybe it's not the right time.
You know what?
And that's
sex
another-
just wasn't that good, John.
Shit.
Wow, you almost got me on that.
do we need to put little names on the mic stands?
table.
So
What kind of a hair?
Jerry,
We're
I
gonna-
want to hear about your
we're gonna-
epic, brah, sick.
Well, let's take a break first.
Oh, we're
let's take
taking
a
a break. All right.
We gotta take a break. I gotta
Take a
pee.
break.
Okay. Sorry, guys. We had technical difficulties again. I know that we told you that the last one was the beta. Well, actually, that was the alpha. This one's the beta. I mean, the paid demo. I mean, wait. No. It's a beta. It's not paid demo.
Well, nobody's paying for it. It's free.
Not
And if
yet.
they are, then they're really...
Not
Yeah.
Maybe we'll do Patreon.
Ooh.
I don't know that we'd get
If
any
you want to see my
patrons.
tits,
Is that the first level?
That's a
the
reward.
first. That's the first
$100.
I will send you a text message of my tits because it's totally tits.
Now, is it one tit or both tits?
He said tits.
No.
It's plural.
Well, you got to make sure.
It's plural.
Well, you know what? Actually, that's a really good idea. First level is one tit. Second level is the other tit. If you go to the third level, then you get all three. I'll show you one and the other, and then both.
Ooh.
But I need your phone number because I need to be able to sell it to Nigerian princess.
Scam the scammers.
Scott, did you have anything else that you
No,
want?
I'm good. I
All
want to
right.
hear Jerry's.
Jerry.
Like I was saying before we had to take a short break. Epic, bra, sick, twisted, motherfuck.
I'm not going to talk
Fuck
about
your
that.
mother.
Did you fuck
Call of
anybody's
Duty.
mom? Yeah.
but
Epic bras.
Call of Duty, Black Ops.
Okay,
No, it wasn't Black Ops. It was.
Oh, Ghost. That's right. Sorry, dude. That
let me
one.
end on that one.
He's got notes. Look at him. He's prepared.
Well, yeah, if y'all would pay attention to the shit I post.
What is
you'd
wrong
know.
with you, son?
Anyways, KOTOR, Star Wars KOTOR. I really don't know if I can get into that.
It's
It's a role-playing game.
I know it's slow.
we're
as
trying
fuck.
to get
Yes.
him into the RPG.
It is.
I'm trying to get into the
Slow
RPG.
the fuck down, then.
Did you
I
not?
can't.
You
heard me.
know what you need to
He's
do.
already
is
going as slow
You need
as
to
he
start
can.
with the first Mass Effect because that will start to teach you to
God.
slow down.
No, that'll
I
make
couldn't
me go
even finish that.
reverse. I borrowed it from Doug.
I couldn't even
Okay, on the Xbox 360. I spent probably about 3 hours into that.
Okay,
And
here's
hold,
no,
no,
that's-
you
no,
wait
no,
until
no.
I am done with my
I
sentence.
listened to that podcast, so I know what you're going to
Oh,
say.
okay, I said
You
that already?
You spent
Okay.
3 hours
Citadel.
on the Citadel. Well, guess what? You have one mission, then you spend 3 hours on the Citadel. Get out of the Citadel. Once
Citadel.
you get out of the Citadel, the game opens up. It becomes great. You can have sex with aliens. An alien.
I really wanted a spit take out of that. I'm really disappointed we didn't get a spit take out of that.
Yeah,
I
but-
played through that game twice, and the first time or the second time through, the first one, I knew going into it. Well, even my first time through the first one, I had Dee next to me, and she was like, "You're going to spend 3 hours in the Citadel. You have to talk to everybody." And for such a large fucking place, you only have a small handful of fuckers to talk to.
Well, okay, so here's my thing. The reason I started with KOTOR rather than because I have Mass Effect. I got the trilogy on sale with Origin thanks to this guy. He's the root of all my problems.
Looking for an
I hope
exit.
the mic picked that up. He like leans back really softly. He's like, "Where is he?" What?
But I was thinking, okay, I haven't played an MMO, I haven't really played a MOBA, I haven't played an RPG, so I was thinking because this is Star Wars and I'm familiar with the universe, whether it's legendary or not, I'm familiar with it, that I would be more inclined to try it and stick with it. It's still slow.
Yes. Well, see,
It's going to be,
here's part of
though.
the things that you need to understand is that this company, when they made KOTOR, they were coming off of Baldur's Gate,
I
which
don't
is
even know
where
what that is.
you had the probability to you had the ability to stop time in the game, jump from character to character. This is actually in the first Mass Effect. You could jump from character to character. You can't do that in 2 or 3, and you could tell them exactly what you want them to do. So that's what you need to keep in mind. Is that fuck your mouth?
But it's like what Ian just said and what I just said, like, coming off of my game time. I spent 30 hours into this one game, and I am like almost at the 50% complete.
You know what? Here's what I think.
50%?
Yeah, I think there's like literally, I think 12 or 13 chapters in this game to beat, and I'm on chapter 6.
Here's what you need to do. This is my suggestion to
Play
you.
Mass Effect 2.
Well, no, don't skip.
Yeah,
Don't
you
skip.
no.
I never
2
played the
is
first
amazing,
one.
but the story in the first one is great. Yes, the graphics and some of the gameplay are shit, but the story is fantastic. Here's what I suggest you do if you really want to get into RPGs.
I want to try.
Start at the beginning. Download one of the Final Fantasy games that's on Steam. Make sure
Oh,
it's
wow.
a turn-based Final Fantasy game.
Well, see, no, we're not even getting into turn-based yet.
You do
I
that.
tried the XCOM demo and wanted to choke myself.
That's tactical. That's tactical strategy.
Yeah, there's not an
Well, I'm
RPG
talking
to
Talking
that.
about
about
turn-based,
turn-based.
where you wait and you get hit by standing still.
Oh, the dungeon boss thing?
Yeah, kind of like that.
Okay.
I
Actually,
haven't
almost
played
a
Dungeon.
lot like that.
I haven't played Dungeon Boss. But what you need
should.
is one that... Well, yeah, I know. I even told Doug when he was here earlier I would download it when I get a chance.
You're connected to my Wi-Fi.
That phone is a pile of puke. So it's one of these things where I seriously think if you have the cash to do it, download Final Fantasy 7, 8, or 9. Play through one of those from beginning to end because it will teach you the turn-based
I'd say
thing.
7's probably going to be the better way to go on that.
I actually think 9 would be better because the pacing in it is so smooth that when I finished it, I didn't even realize I was on the path to finish it.
Nine's
okay.
not out yet, right?
No, it's not out yet.
Right.
So it will be on sale when it comes out. They're
Yeah.
usually about $15.
Yeah.
You probably get it for 14.
Well, just make sure you hit me up when it happens.
I will. I'll let you know.
I
Or
have
look for
7
Scott,
when we
because
do
Scott will
Steam
look for
Library.
a sale notification.
Well, that's something I want to talk about offline. Is certain websites that are selling keys nowadays.
Yes, there's a lot of them.
But so I think if you were to start with one of those or go back to one of those, it would help you kind of wrap your head around, because when I started playing KOTOR for the first time, it was my first like always on RPG.
Yeah.
So when I found out that you could pause it and then tell people what to do, I was like, okay, cool. So now it's like Final Fantasy, where I'm not panicking because HKC is off running around talking about killing meat bags, and I have no idea what the hell he's doing.
Well, maybe if you're familiar with KOTOR, if you want, come over, watch me play it, and make sure I'm playing it properly.
So when I played KOTOR the first time, was back when I first got my Xbox Prime. There was a period in my life when I had to sell games to get games.
Right.
And that was one of the first games to go. Because I got to a section...
Well, but could you, just observe or something? I don't know.
I could observe you, but I would probably need to go play my copy of it.
Oh. All right, well, we'll get
You
to
will
that.
offline it.
But, Star Wars Battlefront, I'm still way behind your son. But
he's level 31.
But hey, it's working. I think I mentioned that last time, and I still love Fighter Squadron.
If it makes you feel better, I'm not getting my copy of Battlefront until
I love
Sunday. I'm getting my copy of Battlefront on Sunday.
Well, we're gonna hook up then when you do.
I'm down.
What's your level, Ian?
I think I'm
You get PC,
14.
right?
Okay.
Okay. Scott is a bad influence on me.
Isn't that always the case?
Yeah, pretty much. Humble Bundle, all the Sid Meier's stuff,
I am so angry at this.
and then XCOM. I didn't realize that the Sid Meier stuff was turn-based until I bought it, but it's okay.
Wait till we do
Civ
at,
Rev.
at Winter Emus. We need to do a Civ 5.
Oh, yeah.
Well, see, and that's what Denton was telling me.
Say
I was like,
goodbye
should I
to your
start
night.
out with Beyond Earth
That's
because
the
that's
point.
the latest one? He was like, no, you need to do 5.
5
Yeah.
is the best one.
Five's
Okay.
a long
It's the most
game.
casual yet most long time
Jerry,
game that it will take to complete.
Kiss your wife and your children goodbye.
But it's fun to play with others. It's not the campaign alone. I literally can't even pass the first one because I have no idea. I like to play when it's like Risk.
Okay.
If you like
Oh,
the
it's
board
very
game
much like
Risk.
I've never played it.
Are you serious?
Yes, I'm
Never played
serious.
Risk?
Do you see
Wow.
this man? He lived in a cave.
I'm
I'm
sorry.
sorry.
Have you ordered
real
your
quick
retro
side
finder?
quest? Did everybody have a chance to try the Bourbon County 15?
Yes.
14 was better in my opinion.
Well, yeah.
It wasn't
agree,
as
but
hot.
The 15 was a little hot.
I won't down.
I'm not dogging it.
Yeah.
No, I
It's
think
not
that's
the
the thing
15's
with
fault.
stouts is if you
Barrel
age
aged.
it or
Barrel
barrel aged
aged
stouts, if you age it 9 months to a year, it's better.
Hey, if it
I've
makes
got
you
a
feel
cinnamon
better,
chilling out.
the cinnamon.
Yeah, I've got
Yeah,
one.
you know the raspberry's fixing to come out.
Again?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, they're doing
Yeah,
selection
it's almost
series.
it's a yearly one.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, it's a
Well,
Valentine's
I think
Day.
this year I'll probably end up...
I still got
age
last year's.
raspberry.
Yeah,
Don't age it.
don't age the
I talked to
That's
raspberry.
right.
Jeremiah. He's the head
Sales
of
rep,
sales.
yeah.
And he said,
Yeah.
don't age the raspberry.
They're not barrel aged, so these are just seasoned with
Well,
the
the cinnamon one, if you age it,
It
if you
mutes the
cellar
mint,
it,
yeah. It mutes the mint.
it will
Everything
mute it,
mutes.
which
Because he
is
did that.
fine because it
But
needs
if you
to.
do that
No.
with if you do that with
It's
the
perfect.
raspberry,
Bullshit, it's perfect.
All right,
This
we're
is
going back to
game
beer
time.
30.
If
This is
it's
game
not-
time.
Here, hold on. It's perfect if you have this tiny little glass, then it's perfect.
But if you have a
when you
full-
have something like
Yeah.
this big, you need it muted a little bit.
All right, well.
but that raspberry you do
Like
not
chewing
want to
a whole
age the
pack of
raspberry.
gum.
Raspberries as is good. Anyways, another thing that Scott is a bad influence on is Just Cause 3.
Oh God. Oh yeah, I forgot to talk about that. Go ahead.
I didn't look at it. I do know that the voice actor is different from 2 because I just finished 2.
Absolutely.
And I haven't done much. I was still I am not on the recommended settings, so part of the
Neither
game
am I.
part of the game intro was me trying to tweak my graphical settings on my PC to get it right.
So did you start it?
Yeah, I mean, I've landed on the island.
Have
now.
you noticed any? Okay, so you just landed
Like,
after
I
you were
just
riding on the
landed,
airplane.
yeah.
Okay, so let me know when you start to see some of the cutscenes if your audio is off from the actual.
Okay.
Yeah, mine was about 2 seconds off, and mine is. I'm not trying to. I don't know what your specs are running, but mine's minimum requirements as well. Yeah, I played the
Turn
first,
off VSync.
Yeah, I
That
played
was
the.
Yeah,
a big-
always turn
yeah.
off VSync.
I played the first 3 minutes. I think it was okay. It's Just Cause. I mean, you're not playing for the story, but yet they're trying to force it on you, and it kind of pisses me off. But go ahead.
Before I get into Call of Duty Ghosts, and then we're going to take another break real quick. I watched some video game documentaries. I watched Video Game, the movie, and Indie Game. I really enjoyed Video Game, the movie, because as y'all know, I lived in a cave growing up during this time, and it was interesting to go back and get to talk with Cliff
Blazinski?
who is also the
Blazinski.
God, I'm drunk.
You are drunk.
Epic game.
No, executive producer of the documentary.
Oh,
and then
is it?
having Will Wheaton on there and a couple. Y'all shut up about Will.
I'll say the same thing about Cliff.
Look, Will's a great guy, and I like listening to him talk.
Such a
I listened to
douchebag.
an audiobook where he was supposed to read it and give inflections and voices to people. He's not a good audiobook reader.
He-
Okay,
say
well,
no,
this
he's
was
not.
okay. Anyways, but you can't deny that he is a quote unquote leader in the nerd culture.
He is a pop culture icon.
Yes,
I
he
will
is.
give
He
you
is.
that.
He is this gaming industry's stand-up comic. What's his name that did Vicious? Dane Cook.
Dane Cook.
He is Dane Cook in the video game
I
industry.
know. I wouldn't give you that because he doesn't yell.
Well, on Twitter. But go ahead.
Well,
Yeah.
Yelling in text is totally different from actually
I
yelling.
can't wait till I can yell at 10,000 characters.
Oh God. Anyways.
They're doing that, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
Good.
trying-
Now
yeah.
I can talk about my fiery Cheeto shits on Twitter and stuff.
There you go.
So anyways,
Hey, I'll read them while I'm reading.
So
the shitter.
indie games, the indie game one, I want to now try all of those games. I want to try Braid, Super Meat Boy, and Fez.
Okay.
I got Braid the demo.
Yeah.
Fez is fantastic.
Yes.
I had to stop it at some point because they did these weird little platforms, but the rest of it, the puzzle aspect of it, is great.
So let me talk on that.
Like
and I
Tony
know
the Tiger?
I don't want to turn this into a debate or whatever, but Phil Fish,
Is a dick.
well, that did come out, but then I'm like, he was being dicked around at the same time. Was that making
You weren't
him
given the full story.
be a dick?
No,
the documentary did not give you the full story.
It was only half the story.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
Well, anyway, to any regards, Fez looks beautiful,
Fez is beautiful.
and I want to give it a
Absolutely.
try. Super Meat Boy, those two guys.
They're
Number one,
awesome.
felt sorry for them because that guy was going crazy. But number two, I'm really glad that it kicked off like it did.
You know the guys that did Super Meat Boy also did Binding of Isaac,
Yeah.
right?
No, I didn't know that.
They're awesome.
So
And I
Binding
know
of
Zach
Isaac,
loves that game.
yeah, Binding of Isaac is fucking badass.
Yep.
Super Meat Boy, you need to be prepared to be angry.
Well, I was
Yeah,
angry
it'll
when I
fu-
tried to play Mega Man Legacy.
I got it.
Super Meat
You're
Boy.
gonna get
Super Meat Boy.
way
Angrier.
I've tried Mega Man Legacy.
So wait,
The Mega
no,
Man
hold on.
Legacy?
Yeah, I got it. Why are you laughing at me?
I did not know you picked that up.
Because
no.
I picked it up because
He
I never got to
lived
play
in a
it.
cave as a child.
No, that's great that you picked it up. I did not know that you
Granted,
were
when you
allowing
get your
yourself
Retron
to-
5, I have the original Mega Man 1 so that you can play through it.
I
didn't-
That shit
It
was.
has
got
1
it?
through 6.
Yeah, it does.
Or 7.
Oh, no. Okay, I follow you there.
The
But it's
Legacy
like
collection.
an HD upgrade.
No. it's got the black bars on the side.
Does it look like it's 8-bit?
Yes.
I'm going to need to see it.
All right. Well,
But-
it's there.
No, Super Meat Boy is more. I don't know about the like.
It's frustrating.
Rage. Not really, because
No, I mean, if you
it's
play
just
expert levels
you
on-
die. It instant respawn.
Yeah.
Right, but
It's
it's
like
still
Trials.
frustrating.
So it's not like
because
Mega Man, where if you die, guess what? You
Right,
start
you
from
start
the
from the very
beginning of
beginning.
the level.
I remember
That's what
that.
pisses me off.
No. See, okay, so here's the thing: is Super Meat Boy has short levels that are very difficult. When you die, you do start at the beginning of the level.
Right.
Mega Man has very long levels that are also very difficult, and when you die, you do start off at the beginning of the level.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Don't start Mega Man if you're
Mega
not
Man
ready
is,
to do
is
shit.
it's going to be one of those games where it's not.
You need to
I'm
know the
going
pattern.
to play through it. You have to learn.
Yeah,
patterns.
I did notice that already.
Yeah.
So we've got about 5 minutes. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to do this in 5 minutes.
No, we got to talk about Ghost Bra.
Man, I don't know what the big beef was. I mean, maybe it's because I went in there with lower expectations because of the feedback that I got from my friends. But to me, I don't expect a lot out of Call of Duty anyways from a story standpoint. That's never been my expectations.
Well, you
with that.
shouldn't. I mean,
Right.
there's not much of a story to it.
But, and I wrote a review on the buzzinggeek.com or .wordpress.com about Ghost. One of the things that I mentioned in there was coming off of Star Wars Battlefront. And I'm playing that on PC. And the reason I'm playing it on a gamepad was because of the card system. On PC, for me, it's really hard to be on WASD and then go to the cards by going to 1, 2, 3, or 4. For me, that's difficult.
That's too far.
But on the gamepad, it's easy. But then, if I'm not using the cards on Battlefront, keyboard and mouse is definitely superior over controller. Call of Duty has always been really good and precise on controller.
Well, that's because that's what it was built for.
Right. And it was like I could make headshots no problem. I mean, as soon as I aimed and shot, there was no problem. Whereas in Battlefront, there's a lot of problem. because I'm playing against people that are doing WASD and keyboard mouse.
Here's where I'd like to interject with what you just said.
So that from an experience standpoint, let me preface that there's an experience.
Okay, and that's fine. What I'd like to kind of interject here is when you play Battlefront, you are playing against other people. Did you play the multiplayer on Ghost?
Is that even still available 2.5 years out?
Yeah.
Oh,
There
no, I
are
did not.
still people that are playing Modern Warfare 3 and 2 on the Xbox 360s.
Oh, okay. No, I did not play multiplayer, and I typically on the Call of Duty games, unless it's with one of y'all, I actually avoid multiplayer.
That's where a lot of the beef is.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah. For one, there's actually a section at the beginning of Ghosts that is they actually took the motion capture from the end of Modern Warfare 2, I believe, when you're getting carried into the back of the truck, if you remember. That scene was taken from
Modern Warfare 2,
yeah, that was taken right from there. Also, when it comes to the multiplayer stuff, that's where a lot of the problems were, because you had levolution, for lack of a better term in this, and if you were on the opposing team when the levolution took place, you died. You had a kill put against you, or a death put against you. Also, you didn't have a UAV. You had these little fucking boxes that you had to put out throughout the map, and you had to have 3 to be able to cover the entire map. And they had to be in the proper spots. If you put them like next to each other, you didn't carry any ground. So there was a lot of stuff. Whoa, boy! There was a lot of stuff that came to when it came to the multiplayer. It wasn't that great. The single player, fine. The story was too short.
Well, see, and this is the thing, like with me. So, and this might be me coming off of college. I've got 200 plus games on Steam, and that's not including the PS3 and 360 stuff, right? And I don't even have current gen games. To me, Call of Duty Ghosts length, and I played on easy. The reason I played on easy was to get through it. Mm-hmm. I just wanted a checkbox, right? I wanted it done. You're right. The missions were extremely short. There's 18 missions, but literally you could sit down and get them done in under 15 minutes each, no problem. And probably 10.
One other thing I really disliked about it is the silent protagonist.
No, and that's one of my cons in my review was I am sick and tired of the silent protagonist.
Advanced Warfare, Troy Baker actually voices the protagonist.
Oh, he does?
Yeah.
Then I'm looking forward to that eventually.
It's really good. I like that one.
One of the points I made, and it was kind of in a jocular fashion, but in one of the missions, it's called The Hunted. It's about 3/4, maybe 2/3 of the way through. You're crashing out of a plane, and you parachute down into a jungle, and you're separated from your squad. And they're calling you on the radio, "Hey, Logan, are you okay?"
Oh, the sneaking mission.
Yeah, first of all, I love that mission. But I'm sorry, I'm a stealth guy.
No, I am
Call
too.
of Duty, though.
No, it's not Call of Duty.
Or
but
Metal Gear.
You
Or
should
Metal
watch
Gear
me play
Solid.
Fallout 4.
But
Are you creepy?
That really, from a story standpoint, that ticked me off. Freaking answer them. First of all, one's your brother.
Or at least have an animation where he reaches up and double taps to give some type of a read back, like, I cannot talk, but I am here.
So Advanced Warfare, the silent protagonist is gone.
I don't know about Black Ops 3 because I'm done with Call of Duty. I'll pick up Black Ops 3 when it's on the cheap. But the
'Cause Black Ops 2 was silent too, wasn't it?
yeah. No.
The year that it goes exclusive on the downloadable content on
For
PlayStation,
PlayStation 4.
you say no.
Well, that's because also
Shocking.
That's also because I picked up Battlefront and
No, I hear
Fallout
you.
and Tomb Raider, and that was least of my worries.
It was a great fall of 2015. I don't care what anybody
It
says.
was, but it was expensive as fuck.
Oh, well, absolutely.
And then my car's in the shop.
So
Priorities.
Shitters in the shit.
yeah, so that was my
Spike.
deal. And it's nice to hear that the beef was mainly with multiplayer. Because frankly, I don't care about that. That's from my standpoint. But
I spent $60 on the game, so my beef was with the whole
oh,
fucking
well,
thing.
then I get you on that. So what we're going to do, man, I'm tired of this beta crap with this setup. But we got to be right back. So when we come back, we'll go to John. And we're back. The first actual thing on Patreon is larger hard drive space.
Yeah.
That would be the first thing that we would spend the money on.
Look for the donate button at the bottom of this YouTube channel.
then we get the nipples.
So, Call of Duty Ghosts, I think I understand now why individuals were saying not to do that. I appreciate the explanation.
How much did you spend on it?
Oh, less than 30? Probably less than
It
20.
was like 10.
I don't remember.
All right.
God.
It was low enough, and it wasn't through Steam, because on Steam it's still $59.99. Stupid.
No, it's Activision.
That is Activision.
Oh, it's Activision?
That's
Screw
Activision.
you,
All
Activision.
When you see digital games on sale, that's all the publisher's pricing.
I would strongly suggest, if you are only interested in the single player
Yes.
and you have the ability to buy it for a console, buy it from GameStop or Best Buy when they do their sales.
Use GameStop.
But I know that currently you don't have the current gen systems, which
Right.
is totally fine. So I can totally understand that, but I definitely would say do not spend more than $15. And that's stretching it.
For any Call of Duty?
Any Call of Duty.
Because I'm only interested in the
Because
campaign.
you're only
Yes.
interested in the campaign.
Okay.
Because when I borrowed, and I'm sorry, I'm going to try to keep this short. When I borrowed Modern Warfare 3, I was really disappointed in the fact that campaign was 4 hours long.
Yeah, I have that on PlayStation 3. I still haven't played it yet.
Well, there's your 4 hours.
Yeah, it's 4 hours. I mean,
All right, well,
it
that's
was
cool.
fun, but it was one of these things where it's like, it felt like it was,
Does that have the silent protagonist too?
yes.
Sorry to interrupt. Go ahead.
No, you're fine. But once I got to, because I bought one, I borrowed 2 and 3, I think. I'm pretty sure
You borrowed
Yeah,
one
I
and
borrowed-
two from me.
No, I had one.
Oh, because
I
you
borrowed
borrowed two.
one from John back
Yeah.
in the day.
Well,
Then
hey,
my
back in the
Xbox
day.
got locked up by that stupid ex-wife I had. That's right, I said it. And then I bought it for like $10 from Entertainmart because it didn't have a box.
God, I miss Entertain Mart.
It's still
They're
around.
still in
Yeah, but in
Fairview.
Dallas.
No, Fairview. Oh, no, I'm
No.
thinking movie trading company. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Go on.
There's a movie training company in Allen.
Yeah.
Allen
Well,
Fairview.
that's-
Fairview, but yeah.
No, it's on the Allen side.
Whatever.
It's on the Allen side.
Continuing.
Anyways.
Bye-bye. What the hell was I talking about?
Call of Duty 2.
Oh, so then I borrowed 2 from you, and I borrowed 3
Modern
from a guy.
Warfare 2.
Yeah.
To be specific.
Yeah. Yeah. Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare 1, First Blood 2. So those two were really good. I really enjoyed 2. 2 was really awesome. But you get into 3, and it's like trying to end something. And they wrap it up real fucking quick.
No.
Now, I can't wait for you to play Advanced Warfare.
I'm going to have to... I'm still debating on if my next big purchase is going to be getting an Xbox One or upgrading my PC. I have yet decided.
Is it the PC that we're recording with?
Yeah.
Upgrade your PC.
Shut up.
We'll worry about that.
The
with
hard drive
Patreon.
space is not the issue that I would be spending $500 on. It would be the graphics card, motherboard, and CPU.
Well, I can tell you right now that Advanced Warfare probably doesn't need your graphics card upgraded.
No.
No.
If you're able to play most of your games now without an issue, you'll be okay.
That was on
With
the...
Advanced Warfare?
Yeah,
I think Advanced
Call of
Warfare
Duty games
was on the
really,
360.
Yes,
It was?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
It was this year's Call of Duty Black Ops 3.
Right.
That the 360 version of
Only
it
had
was
multiplayer.
only the multiplayer.
Right.
Oh, okay. Well,
So they
I'll take a
still-
look at
yeah.
canirunit.com, which you can sponsor us so that we can get a bigger hard drive space if you'd like. Canirunit.com, which tells me that I can't run Oculus Rift.
If you will give us plenty of stuff, I will tattoo your. If you will give us plenty of money, plenty of money.
It's tattoo
I
logo
will get
time.
it tattooed in the tramp stamp spot.
And we will record it.
I will do it. No, well, I mean,
Whoa.
well, we won't record the tattoo because
No, we will.
you don't want the screaming.
Yes, we do.
No, fuck you.
If they give us enough money,
All right.
yes, we do.
We're talking enough money for all of us to have all the current gen systems and a system that can run an Oculus.
That's a lot of money.
That is a lot of money.
That is a lot of
and
money.
then some money to make sure that this thing doesn't run out of memory space.
Right. That's
All right.
less than $100.
So, John,
Yeah.
how you doing?
I'm good.
What you been playing?
We already did that section.
Shut up.
Sorry.
Transition. Call it transition.
Yay. So I have finished.
Okay, that's nice.
I know, right?
I'm just kidding.
Damn.
You got 2.
I'm going to cry in the corner.
What else is new?
Hey. Aww. All right. So I have finished Fallout 4.
What?
Yeah.
Finish?
How many hours did
Finished.
you put into
Yes, how many?
86
Jesus
hours?
That's
it? How
not
many?
enough.
How many of your companions did you fuck?
None.
What?
Seriously.
You're saying what, that he didn't do it? I didn't know you could.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
You can have
any of them.
You can have romantic relationships with them.
Any of them,
Yes.
except for the dog.
Now,
Except for the
bestiality
dog
or
or
the
the
hang
robot.
on. Now I have
Not Valentine, you can't either.
I have topped off and peaked with 2 of them. I have not had any relations with them,
Hold on a second.
but I have peaked.
My turn of
but he's never
my term of
climaxed.
top off and peaking.
So he's peaked, he hasn't climaxed.
As in, I have received their perks.
Why the
I
hell?
have not been romantic with them, but I have
What is
received
their
their
perks?
perks.
Why?
So let me ask you
Because
another
I
question.
wanted the damn
And
perks.
this is,
You want to be a
not
virgin?
spoiler
What?
This is not a spoiler because this happens within the first like 10 minutes of the game.
Oh,
yeah.
You're
All
with
right.
me.
I haven't even played Fallout 3, so it's a huge spoiler
No,
for me.
dude, they don't matter to
on.
each other.
No.
So you didn't give the wedding ring to anybody?
No.
Oh, look at you.
Jesus
I've
Christ.
still hold on to it.
bastard.
So let me ask
I
you,
know,
when,
right?
when you were doing your character creation, you played it as a
female,
right?
correct.
So did you... Bear with me. This is going to be really stupid.
It's fine.
Did you base your female character off your wife?
No.
She's a redhead.
There was some, but not completely.
Right, redhead?
Lindsay Sterling, apparently.
Redhead, right?
Redhead, yes.
Wait,
redhead.
no, who's Lindsay Sterling?
Really?
Violinist.
Oh!
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
She's my girlfriend, but she doesn't know it yet.
Oh, one of
my
those.
God, and you give me shit for sounding creepy. Jesus, that's like this side of...
All right, Darth.
So was the reason really because you wanted to stay loyal to your husband?
I had no desire to actually begin a romantic relationship with
It's not
anybody.
beginning. You just say, hey, you want to go upstairs?
Dude.
I
Your
have-
You want some
significant
coffee?
other was an ice cube.
I
all right?
know.
You're not going to get anything out of it.
A murdered ice cube at that.
Hey,
It didn't
first
ruin
In the first
anything.
10 minutes of the game,
But
don't pick up your mic. Because now when you
Your thud.
Yeah.
But you
yeah,
want to...
well played. I am
is
gonna.
no hot
I am
coffee?
going to have a second playthrough at this game.
Sure you will.
Do the Macho Man
Yes.
death
I had
clause.
thought about that.
are you gonna install the mods?
Yes, there will be mods.
Okay.
Yeah, he's doing.
I
mods on
don't
this
know
one.
whether I want to do the high def or the cell shaded.
Cell
the
shaded.
cell
Cell shaded
Oh, is
was
that
so
released?
sick.
Is it released?
And the Macho
Yeah,
Man.
it's out.
So it's like Borderlands?
Yes.
But could you upload your Twitch videos to YouTube so I can go back and watch it?
I can go back and watch.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He can
and can you
export
upload all of it so that there's like 8 hours of you not doing jack shit?
Other than the settlement.
with no talking.
BRB
No, the
mode?
BRB screen.
BRB
I
mode?
want
yeah.
8 hours of BRB screen.
Hey,
That would be
I'm
hilarious.
sorry.
No, you're not.
Yes, I'll put the 8 hours of BRB up.
Yes. I'm still gonna like that video.
You'll have like 30 minutes of physical gameplay and then 8 hours of BRB. Actually, 12 hours because I think there was one where I didn't get back to it until about 8 o'clock at night. So yeah, close to 12 hours of BRB.
I like how you're like, hey John, you know you're playing Fallout, right?
It's
Fuck you
because there I
guys.
am at work watching Twitch on my phone.
And you look and you're like, this bastard's
Who
not
the
doing
fuck
anything.
am I following that's on at like 9 o'clock in the morning?
Can I pause real quick? Your Shannon, was it a little tart?
Well, it's got a little tartness to it.
Okay.
It's probably
Well,
because
it
we've been
came out of
chasing
a
it with
can.
everything else.
Yeah, probably because I started with stout, which is probably a mistake.
Yeah,
But
you should
anyways.
have started with this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. Go
It was
on.
good stuff. No, it's perfectly fine. But no, now I'm in the process of playing King's Quest. And I've played...
What is King's Quest?
Okay, so King's Quest is a redone.
No,
Yeah, it's redone.
so it's based off the
Originals.
King
Oh,
Quest?
yeah. It's based off the originals. They've got Roberta King.
He's
Who-
still talking. I don't understand him. Don't interrupt him. I need to get
So
caught up to you
Roberta
first.
King and Sierra and Odd Gentleman, they all paired up to do this remake.
We old.
We old. We
I
are
was
very
sheltered.
old.
I'm not getting into the fact that you lived in a box. All right.
It's fine.
It's
But
okay.
yes, it is a reimagined game utilizing the original. So the voice actors in this game, the voice acting first off is incredible. It's fan-fucking-tastic. Your first voice actor, Christopher Lloyd.
Oh.
Whoa.
Oh yeah.
Is he sounding as old as he's looking?
Yes.
Okay.
He is old King Graham. And it is beautiful. It is absolutely beautiful. So you're basically you basically got him narrating his entire gameplay back as he's playing, as he's telling these stories to his granddaughter.
So it's kind of like you never played Bastion, did you?
I did play Bastion. It's very much like Bastion.
While you're playing and you do something,
You
it
get
goes,
narrated back.
"The no
Well, not
voice."
so much because you'll get the story up 1st, but then you'll get the voice. Like if there's a cutscene involved, you'll get the story where Christopher Lloyd comes in and he starts talking.
Okay.
Or
So
when it jumps back to him sitting in the bed and he's
I don't know what
talking to Gwendolyn.
Yeah, I don't know what the technical term is, but it's narrating internally. Like
Right,
okay.
right. There's
Wonder Years?
There's some of the internal narration.
Oh, I remember that, Marty.
Yeah.
Marty.
Like what they did with Back to the Future, which was
Yeah.
terrible.
That was a terrible.
Which
Telltale
reminds me,
game.
if you ever played Back to the Future, the ones that Telltale Games came
Don't.
out with,
Oh,
don't, because
Ooh.
it's shit.
You know what I bought? Jerry.
Ian,
You know
did you
what
get
I
the
bought
Telltale
recently
collection?
by Telltale Games?
What?
Strong Bad's awesome game for awesome people.
Nice.
What? Wait, are you serious?
It's on Steam.
Okay, come on back, guys. Okay, so
Please hold while your
Right.
call is transferred.
exactly. So you're playing this again. The voice acting is incredible. The other person of notability here, Wallace Shawn. Now you ask, okay, who the hell is Wallace Shawn?
Who the hell is Wallace Shawn?
Princess Bride,
Oh,
Which character?
that's
the
true.
short little Asian guy. Never go to war, or never.
He's not Asian.
No, he had the line about the Asian countries.
The Sicilian?
tried
The
to
Sicilians.
go against a Sicilian
Yes.
when death was on the line.
Yes.
Wasn't he a Ferengi in Star Trek too?
Star
Trek also?
might have been.
Sorry. What's
Why
Star
am I-
Trek?
What's Princess Bride?
You know what Princess Bride is, Alex.
Overrated.
We'll get
We're
back
going
to
to be
this
right
later.
back in a minute. You're going to see an empty seat when we come
Right.
back, though.
So, at any rate, yes. Wallace Shawn he's the voice of one of the characters that you play against. And in a particular mission, you reenact the Princess Bride scene.
The
nice.
whole...
The whole swapping of the poisoned glass. Oh no, it's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, oh, it was hilarious.
It will still be hilarious.
Just like the movie.
I haven't ruined anything.
No, and that's fine. So what you're saying is that the dialogue is not the same.
No, the dialogue is not the same. Some of the actions are the same.
Okay.
But just the there's a lot of nostalgia that's built into this game that not only comes from just playing the original King's Quest, especially with the music as you're hearing it hummed and sung in the background, but with some of the cutscenes and the odd notes that as adults and 30-year-old plus men we pick up on.
Well, see, the funny thing is I never played the old King's Quest games.
That's okay. You will still enjoy it.
I don't know.
Do you like
It's
puzzle
fine.
games?
Yeah, I like puzzle games.
Now, let me say this.
What these are?
The second chapter, the puzzles are a lot harder than the first chapter. It is chapter-based.
Oh, yeah, because it's an episodic release.
It is very much episodic. And right now they only have 1 and 2 out.
Really?
And
I thought they were up to, at least 4.
no,
Why
there's...
am I thinking Minecraft?
You're probably thinking Minecraft.
They're on 4,
Story
I believe.
mode, yeah.
right?
But there's 5 episodes total in King's Quest. They've got 1 and 2 released. I'm sure that 3 is probably on its way out and probably under review right now by certain groups.
Yeah,
But-
because I've heard plenty of people saying that they're playing games that they can't talk about.
Exactly. But the game, I love the game. I mean, I love going back and being able to play this and being able to enjoy what I remember from the original King's Quest series. And
It's good.
I like the old games. If they could go back and remake Space Quest,
Oh my god.
oh my god, I would be all over that shit.
The movie?
No,
No.
Space.
That was.
No.
Are you talking about Galaxy
That's
Quest?
Galaxy
Oh,
Quest.
that's Galaxy Quest.
Yes.
Which is on Netflix.
Yes,
Yes,
it
it
is.
is.
And I think it's only on there because of that poor man's passing.
Probably.
Probably, but that's okay.
I'm still gonna watch it again.
No, it's a great movie. It is a great movie.
Rumors of a sequel.
But regardless, it's a lot of fun. If you ever want to go back, you have to buy the season pass so that you can play the additional chapters, unless you decide to purchase the chapters individually. But I happen to pick it up on Humble Bundle, so I've got the season pass.
Actually,
so I'll be
you
able
did
to
not
play
pick it up-
HumbleBundle.com?
You did not pick it up on
Jesus.
Humble Bundle. You picked it up from Newegg with a discount code for $9.99. You got
You're
the
right. It
complete
was through
collection
Newegg.
from-
Newegg.com?
Oh, I don't know who was that from.
All right,
The
let's
Bad
stop.
Influence?
Let's stop advertising other
That was
companies
from
because I don't
wait,
give a
hold
fuck.
on. But that was from the Bad Influence, right? That was from me.
It was a bad influence,
Yes.
but you know what? I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Just so that you guys
You're
can
an
hear what
ass.
everybody else
Just
is hearing,
like- just
because
like
I've been
for-
whispering it.
just like-
My back is going to look like NASCAR.
It really will. Just like for our LAN party that's going to be occurring next week, I have purchased Battlefront. And it's on its way from
Yeah.
Amazon in a box with a code inside.
Oh,
of it.
so hold on a
That's
minute.
how it came. So the PC version, not the direct to account or the digital download, which were still $60, they are physically shipping me a box at their cost because I'm Prime with a code inside of it.
Guess
a
what?
Piece of paper with a code inside
Fallout
of it.
4
efficiency.
did the same thing for me.
It will
and
be-
actually, I had a disc. When I put the disc in, it says, hey, you want to install Steam? I said, no. It says, well, then use the card on the box of code that's in there.
There won't even be a disc. There will just be a cardboard
But I did
box
get the-
with a piece of paper inside of it that has my code.
But
I
I
want you to
did,
do an unboxing video.
I will do an unboxing for this.
That would be great, but see, you've got to do like 4 shots of Jägermeister before you do it.
Wow.
Jaeger. That's going way back.
Why the hell not?
It is
Holy
going way
shit.
back.
But-
If we're going to be stupid, we're going to be stupid.
but
Why
the
not?
Fallout 4 box that I got, I actually have the poster of the entire skill tree that they
Okay,
showed
now that's
at
different
QuakeCon.
and that's awesome.
Do you?
Yeah.
That came in mine.
Wait, you bought a physical copy?
I bought it on the... I'm a collector.
You bought a physical... Oh, you're right. You're a console. I'm sorry. I forgot you got it on console.
Wow.
I got it on PC. That's why. It's weird for
You
me.
can't see my lip twitching.
I can, and I'm over here.
All right,
Jerry's
anyways.
drunk. He's making noises into his microphone. And
Sorry.
thinking, he's like sitting over there going, I could make this.
So let
I'm
me
thinking,
ask
I'm
you
thinking
real-
we may have to change the order. We'll start with me, and we'll get to the drunk guys
There
later
you
on.
go. No, I do want to ask
Yeah, end
you.
with me.
I do want to
Really?
ask you though about King's Quest real quick. I know that we don't have much time. So for a guy like me that I really don't get into puzzle-based games, I only like them if they're co-op involved, like Portal 2.
It would
I
bother
still
you.
have never played Portal. I've never played Portal 2.
It would bother
single
you.
player.
You wouldn't play it.
So even though I bought it, I should not play it.
Play it, get through it, and just kind of see
So
what
I-
goes on with it.
So will you be available 24/7 for hints and tips?
Yes,
and
I will.
tricks?
Yes, I will.
Just like that. Just
Hints and tips and tricks.
And
just
that
like
quarter
tips.
that you get at the beginning, don't spend
Just
it.
like the Nintendo, didn't they have a Nintendo hotline or something like that where you
Right,
could call for
something
codes
like
and
that.
stuff like
Fuck
that?
yeah. 1-800, fuck your parents' money.
But no, seriously, if play
I-
it, just play the first episode, see what you think.
Okay.
The second episode is going to drive you nuts.
It'll be a while, but yeah, I will definitely check it out.
And I figured it was the next thing that I needed to play
Sure.
because I've already cleared off 4, and I'll go back. I'll reinstall mods and get it going from there. But I needed something new to play.
Well, that's what I was wondering. I mean, are you really just going to go straight back into Fallout 4? Are you not burned down on it after 80 hours?
No,
Dude, this guy played it
Uh,
for 24 hours on the extra live stream.
Did
That's,
he?
yeah, that's all he played.
No, he didn't.
yes, it was.
Yeah, that's all he played on
That's
Extra
all
Life.
he played. Every time I checked in on you guys, that is all this
I
man
may
was
have
playing.
I may have stopped for maybe an hour tops.
might have done
to
Rocket
play
League or
something
something.
else.
Well, no, you
I don't
guys
know
had
about
to
that.
stop because you guys did a podcast in the middle of it. Nobody was
That
playing.
So
too.
it really,
Podcast.
you're really not burned out on it right now.
No, I enjoy
It's
it
a great game.
because I'm going to go back and I'm going to play it on Survivor mode,
with all the
where all the legendary extras are at.
all the wait, really? Because I'm
You get-
getting legendary stuff.
Well, you'll get legendaries, but there are even more legendaries that drop in Survivor mode.
Okay.
That's all that Doug plays, and he's like you. He plays on stealth creep mode, which is why he's played over 100 and some odd hours.
Yeah, because he doesn't use VATS,
I
does
think
he?
I'm already
No,
at
he
50
doesn't
hours
use
on that
VATS.
fucking game.
No, he uses VATS on everything. He's
I
constantly
try to
checking
use VATS on
Oh,
everything.
okay.
But then I run out, and I have to wing it.
You need to up your AP, son.
No, I need a lot more. I need to get the Idiot Savant perk.
Oh yeah,
That's what I need.
That'll help.
And that's what I'm currently working on, is getting that perk, because I need way more experience than I have. Although I did do the glitch to at least get my perception up to 10.
okay.
I couldn't get my what was the other one? There's perception, and there's something else that goes into your
Intelligence.
Your lot picking.
Intelligence.
Is it intelligence? Yeah, no, yeah, you're right. Intelligence. I couldn't get the glitch to work enough because it was so temperamental.
Oh yeah, to get it up.
So I got my perception up high, but it's still one of those things where I don't see red dots on the thing until they're aware of my presence.
Gotcha. But yeah, I mean that's all I've got. I mean that's
Cool.
It's King's Quest and the end of Fallout 4, so
Awesome.
it's enjoyable.
Well, next time won't be so rushed. I mean, I know it still went long, but we kind of rushed through some
That's
stuff.
my fault.
So, let me pimp some friends real quick, and then we'll go around the room, say our goodbyes. Late Night Enforcers just released a new episode. Ian's a part of that. Go check that out. Buddies at Secret Friends Unite and Con Freaks and Geeks.
Oh
Should go
man,
check
we haven't talked about those guys in a long time.
Yeah,
that's
but they're
been
our
a while.
friends.
No, they
you
are.
know, and there's always different perspectives. And Late Night Enforcers more video games focused than the other two. The other
Debates as
two do talk about video games, but it is more along the lines of the other part of the nerd culture with comic books and anime. So go check them out. It's fun to hear that kind of stuff. John, where can we find you?
At Phoenix PH03NIX 42.
And that's on Twitter and Twitch, right?
Everything.
All right. Mr. Scott?
Just Twitter, at Flip42, FL1P42. I'm really not on Twitch right now, but I'll try to get that back up and running soon.
Fiend75002 on just about any type of social media that you're a part of. I'm going to fucking kill you. As soon as this goes off, he's going to die. I'm trying to get my Vine back up and running. There will also be a Late Night Enforcers Vine that's going to start up and running. We've got plans for that as well. I'm sorry, I'm piggybacking off of your
you're
thing.
fine.
Go ahead.
Our next live debate will be in February. It is going to be a debate against Deadpool and Deathstroke.
Oh.
It will be live, so you guys can come in and
When?
chime in.
Do y'all have a date yet?
Well, no, we don't. But
Okay, we'll put that in the group.
Oh,
Just
you
for-
Don't
guys
make
will
it
know.
Deadpool release weekend, please.
Well, no,
'cause that's
and
Valentine's
it's
weekend.
focused around because Deadpool the movie's
Sure,
coming out, so it will
sure.
probably be the first weekend,
It'll have to be the first weekend.
somewhere around the
Dude,
first weekend.
The marketing for that movie has been top notch.
Oh,
Phenomenal.
it's been fantastic. Fantastic.
Did you see the one with the Star Wars? You know where they had the blade and the guns in front of their face. He had a chimichanga in front of his.
No, I didn't see that one. I saw the one where they did like the
heart?
the rom-com.
Yeah,
where
they're
it's got
doing. I sent that to Teresa. I was like, "Look, it is a romantic comedy." We'll see. We'll see if that happens.
Quit picking up. You got sluttery.
You
All right,
tell me what to
Jerry,
do. Yeah.
where can we find you?
JD_Shep. Don't spell out underscore. You'll get somebody totally different. It's not me. They're an imposter.
Is there really someone with
No, I have no idea.
I'm going to look that up. And then I'm going to start it.
It's a parody account.
Yeah. But I'm going to post everything you post.
That's not parody.
Until one time I put a penis up there.
All right. Well, on that note, we appreciate you sticking through us through the paid demo beta section.
Alpha.
Super
Zeta,
Barley Brothers, number
Omega.
47. What date is this, Scott? Is this the 23rd? Yeah, that's the 23rd
I
of
think
January.
it's technically the 24th now.
No, it's not
We
yet.
haven't
We've got
rolled
one
over.
more hour. 11:05, we're signing out. Have a great night.